Oh, so much better. Make sure everything here is good. Okay, we got late pig. Okay, now we got some good shit here. So, hey, hi, yeah. So welcome. I just thought I'd do a little bit of a late night live stream here, just because. Why the fuck not? It's Monday, right? I'm sure most of you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling well, I haven't killed myself yet, so that's always a good thing. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a little bit of a stream, answer some questions, maybe talk about some upcoming videos, right? Maybe do one of those. Maybe yeah, Ben Baldwin, you could meet your beat, or you could beat your meat to the sound of my voice. So I don't know, maybe you could do that. But you look like you're 12 from your picture, so I would stay away from that. Oh boy. So yeah, so I'm working on a couple different videos, more of that style of sort of reactions, but also working on tutorials as well. So I'm kind of diversifying the pig cake hunterificness that you guys so know and love. So, but this next one that's going up tomorrow, I had a really good time making it because it's on something that is. That's been done in YouTube videos for a long time. They've been done a lot in YouTube videos, but they're just obnoxious as fuck. I'm working on that one for tomorrow, and then hopefully I have another one by Thursday. That's kind of the same style, about similar shit, but you'll see it tomorrow, hopefully when it comes out. But goddamn, let me tell you, making those videos is fun. I gotta tell you, it's fun because just making them is you're kind of forced to watch videos, but it kills you because you're watching, for example, like magic prank videos, and I'm forcing myself to watch Evan Era videos at full length, and I'm forcing to watch myself watch all these cringy magic videos, and it's gonna take a toll. So if I off myself, you guys know why I did it. It's because I've been watching too many of these fucking cringy ass magic videos. Do yourself a favor when you get the chance. Not now, but obviously when you get the chance, when I'm not doing a stream, a hot stream. What you should do is you should go to YouTube.com. You should look up specifically magic trick pranks on YouTube. Just look that up. Just itself. You should look that up if you ever get the chance. Or you should also go to Magic Tricks on YouTube and do it by sort it by upload date. So you get the most recent videos. You're gonna get some fucking interesting shit. Still, believe it or not, lots of Zach King shit, which is kind of crazy. But even then, let me see what I've been missing out here by spewing my shit. Kevin Spacey did nothing wrong. Okay, all right. Goddamn. What a good comment there. Let's see what else. We got some gay memes here. Great, thank you guys. I appreciate all the gay memes. Jesus, hit the like button if you like gay memes. Fuck. Hi Pig Cake, always a pleasure to hear you. New diversion. Thank you, man. It's a good pleasure to hear you too. Cunt. We're all cunts. Why didn't Xavier have the same ring by Ilya? I don't have the same ring. Xavier has the correct version of this ring. I have the incorrect version that I found as a gay substitute until I find the actual correct one. But this is a M ring, Magician's M ring. You should look it up. But yeah, we don't have the same ring. He has the official version. I actually bought an M ring in the style that it's supposed to be, but the ring was just a piece of shit. Hello, Xavier. Speaking of you. Speaking of the devil here, somebody asked me about the ring, and I said that I'm wearing the imitation ring, and you're wearing a legitimate, an actual legitimate magic ring. Where I have kind of the imitation. I'm almost positive this is a girl's ring. There's no way this is not a ring made for females specifically, but I still wear it just out of general because I bought it. So Fuck it. It's cute though. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You fucking. That's funny. But yeah, but I'm saying that you actually have the legitimate one, whereas I have the imitation female one, which is always hysterical. Somebody said it's cute. Oh boy. Let's see somebody else. One is pig cake merch going up. I do already have some pig cake merch. I have some hot merch. Some Teespring stuff. I always kind of get like a little bit of a hot kick, a little bit of a kick whenever I see people tweet at me wearing a pig cake hoodie or like a pig cake a shirt or something like that. It always kind of gets me a little bit aroused. Not necessarily sexually, but it still gets me a little bit of a happiness. That's what I get. Let me see some other stuff here. Does anyone, of course, show your face? I don't have a face. I've already spoken of that. Let's see. What's up, my pigga? Ha, get it? Yeah, it's like nigga, but with a P. Ha, the hot meme right there. Let's see some other stuff. I was just watching porno. Okay, I appreciate that you stopped watching it specifically for me. Late for me, but not for you, Xavier. I mean, I've seen your streams that I've woken up because of the notifications, because I haven't, in fact, clicked on that little fucking bell. So I get the notification at like 1 in the morning that you're streaming, and I find that kind of crazy. I'm on the old man schedule. Even though you're older than I am, technically. I'm on that old man schedule where by 10 o'clock, I'm already dying. I'll probably be streaming. Oh, that's dope. It's always dope when you have like a bunch of other people. Not obviously, I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't enjoy watching a stream of you just eating. But I'm saying it's always dope when you get, people like Garrett Thomas around. He's a fucking... I do dirty things to him if I was in front of him. Let's see some other stuff. Again, some Kevin... what's up with the Kevin Spacey memes? I don't understand what's up with all the Kevin Spacey memes. Do you like Leonard Green? I'm working on the last month on his messy shuffles, yet nowhere to perfection as he does it. I love Leonard Green because I love his philosophy on Magic. I really love the fact that he's able to kind of play off this, off of controlled chaos. And when I used to, when I first saw his shit kind of take off, I loved watching that every year, guaranteed on Reddit. There's always going to be that video of him doing the laser deal to like a reporter. There's always going to be that video that's going to hit the trending page as if people's never fucking seen it before. But it's always great to see him up there. But he's just fucking... God damn it. I remember convincing my mom to buy the Green series on VHS when that came out with fucking... What's his name? Michael Maxwell. The guy with the mustache. I think he had A1. He had some sort of weird company that he had. But they had the Green set with that shit. And I remember convincing my mom to buy it. And I died a little bit. 1 through 6, I thought. Well, yeah, there were 6, but the first one, because it specifically had his Physimact, which was fucking nuts. God damn, this fucking guy. Oh, I hate him. I hate him for being so good. But I had to convince my mom to buy that, just specifically because of the demo video. But I love Leonard Green, Bruno Hernandez. If he was in front of me again, I would do dirty things to Leonard Green. And I'm sure he would probably... do dirty? I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I love Leonard Green. Pig Cake, have you found your father? I will never find my father. He's gone. Here's what's funny, Takumi's better than Leonard. Yeah, but I find that, I mean, you're always going to have people that are better, but to me, I'm more of like an old school motherfucker, so the original, like, how you have all these remakes? I imagine Takumi's better technically, but you have like, what I was saying is that you have like remakes and shit of all these amazing fucking movies, but then you have the originator, and it just feels warm to watch the original Poltergeist or the original Carrie. And whereas the new ones have all these amazing effects, the old one still has his there and he's grinding it out. So that's, I prefer watching that, even if Takumi might be the better technically. But even then, there's no comparison to Leonard, at least in my books. Somebody said it burns. You better get that checked out. Somebody said something about dirty. How's your house after Irma? It was great. I mean, Irma came by. It fucked us up for the electricity for like a week and a half. We were kind of fucked on electricity because this whole area got fucked. And, we had FPL people all around. But when... it just sucked because I couldn't make videos. Is that sad that it's gotten to that point? that I wanted electricity, not to have like an AC that works or to have a fridge with food. It's because I couldn't charge my shit to make videos. It's gotten to that point. Uh, Reverse Flash says, my neighbor had an alligator on the porch. I believe that, especially in fucking Florida. I believe that shit. I remember there was an alligator in the University of Miami, like the little lake. They had an alligator there just out of nowhere. God damn. Let me see. Somebody says here. Hold up. This is. Do you know how Joshua J did the trick on Penn and Teller? If so, make a tutorial. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a cunt. I'm not a cunt. L. One letter. I don't even know how you could do that as a username. Let me see some other. Yao penis, or your penis is under 2 inches. That's why I'm quiet. Yeah, I tell you, love these comments. I really do love these comments. These are just the greatest, the cream of the crop. I feel like I've amassed, in my short time on YouTube, I've amassed an amalgam of people that are interested in magic, but also are definitely more interested in cunt jokes than magic. Like you have a passing interest in magic, but you enjoy cunt jokes way more than magic, and I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that audience. So yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna keep quiet on that because, well, I'm an average size. I'm a short guy, so you know that should tell you enough about my penis. Fuck. Let me see. Okay, so the last one was on Ermican. Thank you, Pig Cake, for directing me to Lemon Party. My life has been full of lemons ever since. Yeah, much like everyone else was, I was directed to Lemon Party when I was younger. It was one of those old memes. But then honestly, you have the Republican Party, you have the Democrat Party, but nothing really compares to the Lemon Party, honestly. And their website is just full of information that anybody could take. Yeah, so yeah, I recommend everyone to hit up lemonparty.com if you haven't done so already. Let me see some other one. Oh shit. Let's see some other hot ones. Oh shit. There you go. Yeah, Car Harding. You say buy Joshua J's lecture and he shows you how. Thank you, Al. There you go. Got him. Planning to make videos from a different camera angle. I like performance for men on a 9th floor. Soham Gosh. Yeah, it's just a little bit because I have this one and then I have another camera stand behind it. Obviously, for good reasons, I like to stay away from those kind of angles because then you see how short I am, and then you might have an inkling as to how I look in person. So that that kind of deters that. But that video is already up, so that kind of defeats the point. But I do prefer tutorials in this sort of style, the up and down, that sort of. See if you look up there, that's where the camera is. I do prefer those just to kind of stick to that format. But yeah, I'm sure I'll do another one in that kind of different angle. I'm trying to kind of diversify, again, the hot channels in terms of not only having tutorials, so I don't alienate the people that want to come to the channel for tutorials, but I also want to have other forms of content that anyone can enjoy or everyone could enjoy. But again, it's kind of a weird balance that you got to face. Let me see someone. Hey, thank you, dog. Her is a coffee, and I remember you from last time because you gave me those hot. What was it? Norwegian dollars? Is that what it was? Those 50 hot Norwegian. I'm gonna say pesos, even though I know that's definitely not. That's not it. It's not Norwegian pesos. But thank you, dog. I greatly appreciate the shit out of that. Recently I've actually gotten, and I know Xavier, you fucking anti-coffee. You fucking anti-coffee. Recently I've tripled down on my coffee game. I bought an AeroPress. All right, I bought a kettle. I've been browsing the internet in terms of like coffee stuff. And I think your problem with coffee is that you have not had a good cup of coffee. I think that's what it is because I've been a little bit obsessed lately, and it might just be because it might just be I might just be hooked on caffeine. It might just be that, but I'm a huge fan of it. Let me see. Shadow says coffee's gross. Shadow XP Games. But okay, but why 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 don't you like coffee, Shadow Games? Why don't you like coffee? I'm curious. It's an acquired taste. I imagine if you're like, I used to hate ketchup. Now I fucking dig ketchup. I put ketchup in everything. I put ketchup in Coke. I put ketchup in my gum. I'm chewing gum ketchup. So I think it's like an acquired taste. Brandon Gainier, you got the greatest last name, dog. You said I like coffee. I just don't drink caffeine. Yeah, I think that the caffeine is the issue. How do you think the Cubans make that? Wow, that's really funny. How do you think the Cubans make that swim? If you've never had legitimate Cuban coffee, it is like crack. It is almost the equivalent of liquid crack. You see me making it in one of the videos with the little pot, the mocha pot, as it's called in English. That's legitimate. So whoever mentioned coffee, oh, the Norwegian, sorry. That's why I'm like, I don't know why I'm suddenly talking about coffee. I've tried crack, but never Cuban coffee. It's the same shit. They call it a colada. That's what they you come if you ever come to South Florida, go to any little corner store and you ask for a colada, they're gonna be like, I got you, and you come up with a coffee this big, of the fucking the what do you call this shit, the darkest chocolate or the darkest coffee you've ever seen in your entire life. It's ridiculous. I got another hot super chat by Jim Tony. I'm sure I wrecked your shit right now. I'm sorry. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm a Patreon cunt. Piggybacker. I think Piggybacker is a better one. But I'm a Patreon cunt already. But I love your content. P.S. Buy a French press for your coffee. I was actually, by the way, thank you. Again, I fucking appreciate the shit out of that. The fact that you're a Patreon. Fuck, I'm hoping you're enjoying the shit there. But yeah, I was actually going to get a French press today. But I chose against it because I want to get it for cold brew. And it turns out that you could just do cold brew by mixing coffee in the fridge. You put that shit you leave it overnight, and then you just literally pour it out into a filter. That's it. You're good. The Beeve illusionist fiddlesticks for everyone. That's hot. That's really hot. Yeah, I saw that video and I'm still trying to figure it out. I imagine they're trying to diversify. They're trying to diversify their stuff, but I think the fidget craze is kind of on its last legs. I mean, I understand it because I'm a fan of like just having something in my fucking hand, something small like my penis. But they disabled the comments, really? That's hysterical. That is so funny. Holy shit. That's really funny. It's like, gee, we're gonna make a stick, a fidget stick, and then people are gonna buy it, man. People are gonna buy it. That's the thing. I mean, honestly, I'd be tempted. To buy it, but it's just weird coming from like illusionist. Hold up, somebody. Okay, hold up. I skipped a bunch of questions here that I wanted to answer. Again, Jim, thank you. I see your comment there again. Thank you, dog. You are a hot pig hunt. Cuban coffee hits you hard, yes. What's your thought on pocket tricks? For example, Odd Quad by Daryl. I'm unfamiliar with that trick in particular, but I know what you mean. Like, for example, Daryl has, but that's not a pocket trick. I was thinking of the one where he transfers over, and he always uses the 10 of hearts for some reason. And he's transferring up instant print or something like that, quick print or something like that. I think you could justify it. I mean, I personally used to be the type of person that would carry cards in his wallet, and then I realized that was kind of cringy. Like, I used to be the guy that carried, like, it was an amazing John Bannon trick. Somebody's going to name it right now. Fuck. It's the one with the queens. I mean, it's a classic John Bannon trick where you have two packets of queens, and then one turns over, and then they're all turn out to be jokers. I'm sure somebody's going to name it immediately. Let's see who's the first one here. Anyone want to talk? Don't make me. Am I gonna have to look up on like Penguin Magic now what it's called? But I used to have that in my wallet. It was the cheesiest thing. Somebody. Okay, now I'm gonna have to look it up myself. Bannon. Okay, let me see if I can find this shit. What it was? Twisted Sisters. There you go. Yeah, I used to carry that in my wallet, and that's I don't know. You have to be a particular person to carry a packet trick in your thing. But I for example, I love the new series that he has. He had I remember I bought the second volume of that Move Zero series. Fucking great, amazing. God, fucking Bannon, he's amazing. But then he also had one called Fractal Magic or something on Fractal Magic, which has kind of these little packet tricks with regular cards. Amazing shit. But as far as as far as having like a certain thing that you carry in your wallet, I'm not a fan of that myself. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with taking out a small packet of cards from the deck, like if you're gonna do that Gemini trick by Darwin. But I'm not a fan of at least anymore just carrying like a packet of cards in your wallet, taking them out and being like, oh, these cards were made in Siberia by let me see some other shit. But that is a hot question. And I think it's very easy to be caught on that train of you see a good trick and you get caught in the hype and then you buy it, you never perform it. I've done that so many fucking times. But that used to be like, for example, NSW is an amazing card trick. I remember that's one of the first tricks I bought, where you show 4 jokers and then they turn into the aces, and it's very clean. But that's one that you kind of have to have. Yeah, NFW, amazing trick. It's a fucking great trick. But it's one of the ones that you kind of have to, by its nature, carry separate. So, but, to each their own. But I'm not a fan of carrying things, like, just separately. Okay, hold up. Somebody call me Mom. I don't know why. Rachel Alvarez? Raphael, sorry, Alvarez. Call me Mom. That's weird. That's a little bit weird. They serve Cuban coffee in basic styrofoam shot glasses. I don't have on me. If I look hard enough, I probably have. But yeah, because you can't have more than that. That little shot of Cuban coffee is like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So you have 2 of those and you're set for the day. You're ready to do some hot construction. Let me see somebody here. Thank you, Guns Castillo. Pick up those cards and fiddle the fiddle for a little. I guess. See, there you go. This would be a perfect hand right now to have a fidget stick from Illusionist. Holy shit. Yeah, pretty good on the last name, Jin Taoni or Taon. God damn. Yeah, it's the hardest. It's luckily for me because I live in the Florida's America's dick. Most of the names here are very similar. Stick. What the fuck in a fidget stick? Yeah. Luckily, all the names are very similar here, so it's not like I get any names that were out of the ordinary. So when I was a teacher in my previous life, you'd have to call attendance, and then all the names were like, oh, okay, all right, they're all Latin names, so they're not hard to pronounce. But then you get the special ones every once in a while that you're like, oh, okay, you're not from fucking Florida. Goddamn, you're from Wisconsin, so let's see how I could pronounce your name. Let me some other hot stuff. Yeah, I don't get the fidget stick. I really don't. They are a couple months too late. Let me see these other comments here. Fuck. Small trick tutorial. Yeah, I'll do one in a little bit. I'll show you guys something hot in a little bit if I can think of some. Reverse flash, pig cake. Do you know any mentalism tricks without cards? If so, can you teach a tutorial? I mean, there's a bunch. My worst thing when it comes to fucking magic is remembering tricks, because I have the worst fucking memory. So I use like Evernote. I have like a bunch of apps that I just have, in terms of trying to pencil down any idea. And my biggest regrets are not penciling down ideas or writing down ideas the moment that they come to my head. But as far as mentalism tricks without cards, yeah, I have a bunch. I haven't taught them yet because, those are like, I think, really good tricks, not to suck my own dick. But, later, yeah, I'm going to be probably doing tutorials on those, but not anytime soon. But the ones that I enjoy kind of thinking up methods the most for are mentalism tricks, specifically without cards. Even though I love cards, I fucking adore cards. I always have a deck of cards in my hand. Unfortunately, I'm one of those. But the tricks that I enjoy coming up with the most are specifically mentalism tricks, just about cards, because I feel like, mentalism is kind of the last frontier in terms of realistically, what is realistic and what people kind of want to believe in. But as far as putting tutorials, I'll probably do a couple ones later on. I mean, there's a couple on the channel that you could check out that I've done. There's one like $1, I think. I'll link it up in the description when this video is done uploading. But I've done a couple. But yeah, I really love coming up with ideas. But I mean, you have shit by Richard Osselin, he's fucking amazing. You have people like Banachek, great fucking names like that. Unfortunately, Bob Cassidy, who's no longer with us. But god damn, man, what a fucking good brain. Let's see. Fuck, my prom date. I'm late. Oh, that's funny. Sisma. Let me see. Somebody said Reverse Flash. Honestly, I don't know how much he wants for it. I remember he asked. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Somebody with a Miz TV. What do you got? A Miz profile picture? STV. Let me see. Oh, I got sucked into the hype train in the new trick Touch by Penguin Magic. I would never use it. Yeah, I used to falter in that. I used to falter to that a lot when I was younger. And by younger, I mean like 5 years ago. But you'd see a demo and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get that. I remember the last one that I bought impulsively. It was a trick, Paul Harris Presents, fuck. And any video that they come up with, I'm like, god damn. But it was a Paul Harris. It was the one where the deck turns into an envelope, right? Like you have the deck and it turns into an envelope. And it's a fucking awful gimmick. Let's just be honest. The gimmick looked like shit. It's the shiniest thing I've ever gotten. Like the envelope looks perfect, but then you look at the deck. Anybody that sees a deck with a little bit of glare, envelope, yeah, fuck. And then the worst part is I left it in a little. I put a cup on the table, and then the little ring, and I left the gimmick on that shit. Envelope, you're 100% right, Xavier. And it ruined the gimmick. So now the envelope, it's a fucking mess. But yeah, I think that's the last trick that I bought that was like a impulse purchase, and I regret it immediately. So now I wouldn't buy something unless I know that I'm like, oh, okay, I have a couple ideas of that. I'm gonna probably use that. I like it, but I'm not gonna buy something just impulsively now. But yeah, clickbait. You're 100% right. I could get Chris Turkey to send you another one. I mean, that'd be dope, but I wouldn't use it, TBH. I mean, that is kind of dope. I remember buying it because I remember I had an idea with it because I thought it was a great fucking, like a good sort of, a good rebound effect. What do you call it when you, fuck, Jesus. Kickback. There you go. Sort of a kickback effect that I had in mind when I first bought it. But it ended up being kind of just not good for me. Okay, stuff on the fidget stick. Holy crap. Some Rubik's Cube magic. I can't even solve a Rubik's Cube, dog. I can't even solve one. So to do magic with one, fuck that. Plus, I like pussy. I mean, you can't do Rubik's Cube magic and then expect all the girls to be on you, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? You never know. Let me see. Somebody call the Ambalam. Galoot 0. Okay. God damn. You guys. You hot motherfuckers. Hey, Pig Cake, I'm back. Watching in the library while you study. Crow Guy. What are you watching, dog? What are you watching, man? I mean, what are you studying? What are you studying for, Crow Guy? And that's kind of, I think to be listening to me while you're studying is probably the worst thing because you can't focus. And if you're in a library at this time, I assume that you're not in Eastern time. If you already have a girl, oh, that's funny. What's your favorite type of music? I've said that before. It's 80s, dog. I like 80s. I am probably my particular style of like my favorite type genre of music specifically is like 80s arena rock. Yeah, I know. It's bad. It's like a bad thing. But you know what? Watching Rocky didn't help. I remember when I was younger, I watched Rocky 4 and I'm like, I didn't know what type of music. I was what you would describe as a poser in middle school because, you know, you had the people that liked rap, you had the people that liked rock, and then, you know, they were the two subcategories. And then I didn't like any, so I was a poser. But then you watch Rocky 4 once, you listen to that soundtrack, you're like, you know what, I need this in my life. So from then on, I've enjoyed every single 80s track that I've heard. Well, most of the 80s track. So yeah, Survivor, there you go. Elusive CTW. You remember the previous live stream when I mentioned my love of Survivor and the unfortunate love of Jimmy Jamison, the lead singer of Survivor, who is now dead and I can never see live. God damn it. So yeah, there you go. That's my favorite type of music, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Fuck, you gotta own it. Fucking love Survivor. Journey, Asia. Come on, that doesn't compare to the shit now. What do you got? One Direction now? What the get the fuck out of here. One of them left. Come on, two of them left. Okay. Let's see. Somebody says looking forward to those releases. Okay, you're talking about mentalism. That's hot. Can you speak German? No, fuck that. You know, I recently found about Tom Petty. I recently started listening to Tom Petty. So, unfortunately, I'm not a huge Tom Petty fan. But recently, I've listened to a couple of stuff. Trevor, oh, that's funny. Our theater department, our school is taking a New York trip, and we'd love to see some stuff if you have any performances. And nope, I don't. Retorts Xavier Sbaiz. He needs some milk. Are you just repeating memes? Is this what's happening, Galud? Galold, I'm going to check your channel just for that. Just for you repeating old-ass dead memes. I'm going to check your channel and hope that I'm not going to die here. Oh, okay. So you have some videos. Okay. Cunning stunts. I imagine there's going to be some sort of... okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I regret everything that I just did right now. I regret all of it. Okay, it's a bunch of game stuff. Damn, man, I was hoping to find some. I'm always hoping that I click on somebody's channel and I find, like, really incriminating shit. Like, I don't know, like, you just liked My Little Pony videos. All of them. You just liked all the My Little Pony videos. I'm always hoping that somebody calls me a cunt. And then I'm like, ha, I got you. Nothing but My Little Pony videos. Or Minecraft lovemaking videos. Fake kick, I'm taking notes on studies of religion. Ooh, damn. Damn, that's rough, man. That is definitely rough. Let me see some other stuff here. Dead memes. Okay, Tom Petty. Let's see. Rocky was better than Rambo. I agree. Rocky 4, greatest movie of all time. Next is Spy Hard. Hit that like button if you know what Spy Hard is. Let's see. Who's better? Oh, fuck. Okay, I just skipped that quote. God damn it. The next pig alert. I don't know. I don't know when the next pig alert is. Leslie Nielsen, by the way, elusive CTW. You are the shit for remembering that. But I don't know when the next pig alert is. Honestly, you know, I'm spending a little bit more time making these little videos. On making these little, you know, sort of different style videos. But yeah, I'll probably do a pig alert if I find enough, you know, magic news. They're funny to do. Because you find out about the weirdest magic shit. I don't know if you guys realize this, but if you Google magic and then look up news, spoilers, that's how I do the pig alerts, you find a lot of specifically Asian magic stories about people that are, it's not magic per se, it's not like card tricks and shit, but it's like pastor gets jail time for turning sister into snake. You'll find those type of stories. And they're the fucking most hysterical stories I've ever seen. But obviously, you know, those aren't magic newsworthy. But holy crap, that's a read. If you're ever bored and you want to go down a rabbit hole, Google magic and then hit news, and you're gonna see the greatest things. Let me see some other stuff. What if you already hit the like button? That's funny. Hit the dislike button. Fuck it. What do you think about Queen? I love Queen. Freddie Mercury, unfortunately, 1991. I would love to be able, but the guy they're touring with now, he's pretty Adam Lambert. He's pretty much fucking Freddie Mercury. Let's see. Did you get the Instagram post for the voiced over cardistry? Probably, but I haven't checked it. I just uploaded the thing on Instagram, but I haven't checked those notifications. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. Let me see. But yeah, I fucking love Queen. Queen is a shit. Somebody says, what is that black thing in the background? That's a charger. This is a controller. You got 2 batteries and some extra chargers for a camera. Stop saying that cunt's name in such a holy place as the Pig Cake Livestream. Who? Who's the cunt that I can't say? Tony Perez, when is the Pig Cake History channel going to be live? That would be the greatest thing ever. Learn history with Pig Cake. I'm sure nobody would actually learn competent history, but I mean, it'd be entertaining. Let's see. Jabriz is fake. That's funny. My dog just got fucking sprayed by a skunk outside for real. Ellen Wilkerson. I gotta tell you, I don't have skunks around here, so I can't sympathize with you. I don't have skunks with you. Spicy, you have Instagram. Yeah, I do. I have Twitter and I have an Instagram, and then I have Bill Page with the tomato juice. That's great. Thank you. But yeah, I have Instagram and Twitter. If you look at the channel, you can hit that. You check it's pigcake69 on Instagram. Drop some hot memes. Twitter, it's at pigcake with 2 E's because somebody already took it. God damn it. Here we have the first block of the day. Thank you, guy. Thank you, test subject. God damn it. I always appreciate all the diversity. I can make you a mod. I can make you a mod, Xavier. Yeah, I'll make you a mod. Add moderator. There you go. Xavier Spade is now moderator for your channel. Yeah, the last stream, it was particularly challenging because you had like 2 or 3 people making accounts saying specifically. I don't know what power I just gave you as a mod though. Like I don't know what power I gave you. Like that, I just literally put mods, so maybe you have like the ability to see everything. But you know, the last stream, somebody just dropped some hot. They just kept dropping some hot ones. It's like, okay, thank you guys. Let me see. Would you bang Selena Gomez? Yes. Come on. Just in the chat. Okay, that's dope. I mean, I don't care. But I'm just saying that's funny. Like maybe what if I gave you the keys to the Pig Cake chest of secrets. Now we just need a moderator for the Discord and everything will be good. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that for the Discord. I'm afraid of giving one of you all the power though, and then it turns into like a whole like a anarchistic sort of society there. That's what I'm afraid of, honestly, on Discord. Like somebody says, hey, make me a moderator, and then I trust them, and then I make them a moderator, and then the next time I look at Discord, it's literally on fire, right? Like that's my fear. That's why I don't tell anybody my Discord. Yeah, but I mean, I see that side, Xavier. I see that side of like just keeping a Discord for yourself and like close friends or people that you just want to chat with. But I also like the free Discord that's like anybody could just chat about that specifically. I also like that idea because the conversations that take place in that Discord are pretty significant, pretty good. Apart from all the commentary, let me see some other ones right here. Somebody says, favorite trick to perform. I always say it, Joseph. It's Back in Time by Jay Sankey. Jay Sankey, man, if I could rub his bald head, I would. But Back in Time, I think, is just a perfect trick because, it's the story is pristine. You have a perfect kind of intro to it. The attention of that, that first moment when they, when you get to this point and you're telling them to pretty much remember everything about that moment. Damn, that's it's weird enough that they're going to be intrigued to kind of get rattled into the whole premise. So once you do the slop shuffle, it's a fucking great trick. And that last hit, you're getting those 2 moments, the 2 moments of the card turning into So you have you have the card turning the first. Okay, you have the deck that writes itself, which is the first kind of hit, and then how fucking perfect is that? That you're left in the exact same position that you were in the beginning. Beautiful trick. But that one is by far my favorite trick. The other one is also it's out of this world. Any out of this world is also is also. Thank you, Xavier. You hitting him quick. Let me see. Somebody said here. Practice a fan with the other hand, Hector Garcia. That's the only way. Okay, so I guess for I'm left-handed and I want to learn the pressure fan. Yeah, I mean it's practice, man. It really is. I mean that's the thing that I oftentimes you get a lot of the questions that are how can I do this? How can I do that? And the simple answer to most of them is just practice. And I don't want to say that I promise you that you'll get it right, but you will get it right if you keep practicing. It's just a little bit of dedication. And the worst part is when you feel like you're never going to get it, and then one day you just fucking get it, and you're like, ha! But that doesn't come without practice. So, Hector, unfortunately, you're going to have to practice. That's the grind part. That's the, if you play, what's the, a throwback, Neverwinter Nights. If you play that, you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to kill those sheep in the forest until you level up. Fucking, you're only a beginner once. Oof. Xavier with the quotes. Not only are you blocking, hitting up, defender of the piggy chat here from all the supposed trolls. But yeah, but really you can't get around practice. And Magic is a performance art. You're not gonna, you're not gonna get around practice. That's kind of the nature of the art. It's not like you're gonna be able to do it without any. I mean, any art needs practice, but Magic is specifically a performing art where you're gonna need to perform. So, practice, dog. Let me see. Can you show us your performance of Back in Time? No. I do have a couple touches on it specifically, and not yet. I don't want to unless I get Jay's permission to do it, even though I know that there's a bunch of things. But, I think I have significant touches on it. That's, again, not to suck my own dick. But, again, that's not anything I do without the grace of the Mr. Clean lookalike contest winner, 2014 Mr. Clean lookalike winner. So that's, But yeah, he still got me blocked. He got me blocked, unfortunately, because I said I want to fist fight Jay Sankey on Twitter as a joke, and then he blocked me. But, I deserved it. Yeah, I still gotta find out if I'm gonna go to New York, hopefully, this month. I gotta check that out. I hope. But definitely, I'd wear a horse mask. My ultimate goal is to be able to wear one of those lucha masks as a pig, like the little pig as a lucha mask. That's kind of my goal. But face yeah, that's funny. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Let me see. Archie Cargo, did you know about the Dragon Box being a one-way design? Yeah. You know what I also love? I love that if you buy one of those decks that are, you buy one of those bulk decks from Walmart, oftentimes they're the ones with like shitty borders. So, fuck, those are the best. I don't know why people avoid those. You have the cards that the borders are a little bit off or off skew, and then you have a bigger border. Those usually come with those bulk decks. My boy Chris Mayhew just put his deck on Kickstarter. I saw that on Instagram. Fucking God, man. He's another one I do dirty things to. I do dirty things to a lot of magicians, but him specifically. He's just so fucking funny in everything that I watch him. Let me see. Xavier, somebody's asking if you got any awkward moments during a magic trick. I mean, I think everyone has had an awkward moment. Everyone's had an awkward moment doing magic tricks. I'm trying to think of one specifically. Shit. I mean, there's a lot, but fuck. That's the exact quote, elusive CTW. That's the exact quote that got me blocked, unfortunately, by the Sankey train. Let me see. Let me see someone here. Hold up, because I saw one here that I skipped over. That's funny. Can you have a threesome with Dario and Jay Sankey? I'm Dario. Do you practice the same move over and over again for weeks, or do you switch it up a bit and then come back to it? It depends. And I found that consistency and kind of dedication is the best way to learn one specific move. Because, what I used to find myself doing is just, getting a bunch of moves and learning them and then trying to do it at the same time. You're really not going to go anywhere with that. I found that the moves that I've kind of learned the best were the ones that I spent time just trying to learn that and nothing else. Some people learn differently, but me personally, if I was trying to learn something, I would just stick to that move in particular and then just focus on that because, I don't, you're not going to learn it well if you're learning other things at the same time as that. So you want to learn that one thing right. I think I said that in the previous live stream about that quote that it was a fucking Bruce Lee quote. You don't fear the man that fucking knows 1,000 kicks. You fear the man that has one kick that he's done 1,000 times or whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, that quote. You wanna be the guy that's done the pass 1,000 times and you got it right. You don't want to learn to pass on a double lift and a control. You don't want to learn all those at the same time. You're just gonna kind of muddle. You're gonna learn each one. You're gonna learn them, but you're gonna learn them, not to their full potential. So can I do it? Yes, I can. But that's kind of my tip on that. But everyone's different. Everyone's different, Jim. Honestly. So you have some people that they thrive better from learning different things, but as far as just for me, I've learned the best when I've stuck to one move and then that's it. I can only do the one-handed shuffle with the bicycle Madisons for one. I didn't know Madison had bicycles. That's kind of odd. These are great. I really enjoy these. What's your bench max? I don't go to gym. I work out by myself. I'm a body weight person. I'm one of those cunts. I'm a fan of that. I used to go to gym, but I realized that I got gym intimidated way too much. I remember I'm doing my dumbbells, getting my curls in, and then some woman comes in and does she's starting with the 50s on curls. I'm like, okay, all right, bye. I'm out of there. So then I realized I could just buy the weights. I could just buy the elastic cords. I could just, get the pull-up bar and I'm good here. So, yeah, I got gym. Yeah, fuck. Too much stuff. Let me see. Pig don't need the bench. That's funny. Hey, Pig, I do that thing with with my phone all the time. Yeah, this thing. But unfortunately, when you have I've never cracked a phone. I don't think I've ever cracked a phone, and it's because I stay away from doing all the card moves with my phone. Like, I don't touch it in a way. So, it's very tempting to, do this shit with your phone. I try not to do that for that very reason. So, yeah, all the luck to you, dog. Hopefully you don't crack your stuff. It's a really big reason. Hold up. Jason Sbaiz says... Jason Bly says, it's a really big reason I come back to your channel for this great secret. What's that great secret? Did I miss something? What's that great secret, Doc? I don't know what the great secret is, but if you could tell me. Let's see. Pig Cake don't need a bench. I already read that one. Let's see. Somebody says here. Call me queer for not working out. That's fucked up. That's a little bit fucked up, man. TG deck flip with the phone is addicting. Yeah, it is a little bit. You get the little thing, but unfortunately, the thing is that you're holding it big. So now my phone is fucking. I got the Pixel XL, which is kind of weird because usually I like to get the fattest phone. I remember if any of you guys ever had the Nexus 6, that phone was about this big. The screen was 6 inches. The phone was legitimately 6 inches. All the phones now. The phone is big, but then the screen is like 5.9 inches. So it's fucking nuts. The amount of screen they're squeezing into goddamn phones. But still, you're gonna end up doing that, dropping your phone and have a bad day. Let me see. Have you ever seen Step Brothers? Yeah, it's a fucking amazing movie. Did you enjoy High School? Yeah, I liked High School. I mean, I do and I don't. You know, oftentimes you remember stuff and you're like, damn, man, that was fucking cringy as shit. But, you know, those are the kind of the things that kind of made you into what you are today. So yeah, I do appreciate the high school days. I had an awkward face though. I really did have an awkward face. I'm not gonna have a face reveal, but if you want to kind of know what I look like, fucking Oates from Hall & Oates. That's a thing. That's a honest to God similarity in terms of face and you know, like kind of hair style. So if you ever want to have like a close approximation as to what I look like, it's Oates from Hall & Oates. So there you go. Did you enjoy elementary? You know, I probably enjoyed elementary bigger than, or bigger, look at me being retarded. I enjoy elementary more than high school because of the fact that everything was fucking magical. And unfortunately, you know, now, again, in my previous life when I was a teacher, you realize that, you know, these kids are just learning about these things and, you know, they're learning about the world, they're learning about things, and you don't have that because you already have that experience. So not a lot of things are new to you anymore. So it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that you kind of lose that. And that's what I like about Magic, that in Magic, you're constantly kind of finding different ways to get that sort of astonishment. Even as magicians, you find different things that are, you know, you find different things that fool you. And even though, unfortunately, the truth of the matter is that when the more you learn about magic, you know, the less you could be fooled, the less you could kind of experience the same things that you did when you were younger. You know, just starting off in magic and seeing all these amazing things. You know, it's the same. It's the same with life, and it's unfortunate that you kind of lose that sense. As gay as that sounds, but you know, yeah, I enjoyed elementary school. To answer your question, let me see. Have you ever smoked the devil's lettuce? No, gotta say, I have not. Uh, do you do late live streams because you have to wait till your wife is sleeping so that she doesn't hear these great conversations? No, I just think this is a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time to do it. I like it. I think Monday at 11-ish is a really good time. Is there any way I could get a signed Pig Cake hoodie? It'd have to be sent to me and then I'd have to sign it and send it back. So, I mean, yeah, it's possible. That'd be dope. A signed Piggy hoodie. But then what's the point? I mean, you're going to wash it unless you don't wash it. And then you're just going to have that lingering hoodie smell. But yeah, it's definitely possible. Any tats? Nah, I'm not a fan of tats, man. Only gay rings. Only gay rings, but not tats. Not a fan. You know, there's always that temptation, though. Haha, there you go. From Tatman himself. But yeah, but I don't know, man. There's always that temptation. When I was, you know, kind of figuring yourself out. You're like, you know, I want a tat. Tat would be cool. But then I feel like I'd regret it immediately. So, but no, I'm not a tat guy. And you know, just to kind of tell you a little bit about how I am. Deal breaker on a female. If I see a tat on a female, it's a deal breaker. Like I don't care if she's the one. If there's a tat on that, it's done. It's over. Let me see. Showing people that they perceive situations wrong is so addicting. That's funny. That's magic. You're describing fucking magic. That's really funny. Okay, let me check this recent one here. Hey, PC. That's a weird thing, right? I never realized the initials were Pig Cake, PC. Hey, PC, I gotta ask, was that TBH you dropped a couple vids ago an Easter egg based on the comment that I left on the reveated post, the reveated roast you did? What was that comment you specifically left? Because that'd be weird if I'm like, yeah, I was. What was the comment? Let me go back here, see if there's anything hot. Yeah, Hector Garcia, the Pig Cake. That name, I said in the first live stream, man. You had to be there. You had to be there. Unfortunately, you have to be there for that first live stream because, you know, it's a stupid story, honestly. But, you know, it's still one that you have to be part of that first ever Piggy live stream. Jesus. I was very nervous doing that Piggy live stream too. TBH. I remember that. I was like, what am I going to say? What if they find out who I am? But then, you know, The one with the 1-800 numbers. No, in that case, no. No, I didn't do that, TBH. I guess, you're giving me more credit for my humor than I'm actually worth. Like, you don't have to look into my jokes. My jokes really aren't that, like, deep. They're just pretty much all juvenile fucking jokes, honestly. Jason. Yeah, okay, I'll explain this, but I've told the story before, I think, about my the way I got into Magic. It was in middle school. A kid told me that he was going to float, right? And at the end of the day, he kept saying, he told me he was gonna float, and he was gonna show me at the end of the day. So this motherfucker has me wondering, oh shit, I'm gonna float, dude. I'm gonna get so much fucking middle school pussy, man. Fucking going there, I'm gonna be floating in the hallway. I'm gonna be floating in the hallway and be like, hey, yo, what's up, girl? Come on, join me. And then at the end of the day, we're in the parking lot, middle school, and he fucking steps on one leg and he does a little Balducci levitation. He does the little stupid thing. And then I was like, you fucking wasted my time, man. This is fucking stupid. But then he started showing me some tricks from that Mark Wilson book, the Mark Wilson magic book. He started showing me some stupid little tricks. And, from there on, I just kept learning more and more. And then there were 3 kids in that school that did magic, me, him, and then another kid. And then again, not to suck my own dick, but I got really into it and I got better than the other kid. And then he had the School of Hard Knocks. Look at this throwback. The School of Hard Knocks by Rodney Reyes. Damn, that's a fucking... So he had that DVD, which taught, he taught a really shitty way of doing the classic pass. And then they were both trying to get the pass. And this kid specifically told him not to lend me that DVD so I wouldn't learn the pass. But guess what? He went behind his back, gave me the DVD. I learned the pass. I learned the fucking pass. I got it. And then I showed it to him. And then those other 2 kids stopped being friends because he knew that he went behind his back to give me that DVD. Rodney's a cool mofo. That's funny. That DVD got so much shit. I remember reading all the reviews, Xavier, for that DVD, that first School of Hard Knocks DVD. Which, yeah, there was a couple cringy aspects. But, man, that DVD was fucking... I mean, when I was younger, that was the one that kind of got me learning about it. I don't know about the DVD, but he's a cool guy for sure. I mean, I imagine, fuck. But yeah, I remember that I caused magic drama between these 2 fucking kids because I could do a really shitty pass. Mind you, it was like the worst pass you've ever seen in your entire life. But the fact that I could do it a little bit and they couldn't was enough for them to stop being friends. It was phenomenal. That was definitely phenomenal. Damn, look at you with the throwback to L&L Publishing. Damn. Dude, Sangy's early videos are super cringe. Nah, I don't think so. I liked them a lot more. He has that Oh My God tape, which is the greatest thing. He has the Revolutionary Coin Magic 1, which was phenomenal. And then he has... the Oh My God one was phenomenal because there's a trick in there. He does like earwax. He does tricks with earwax. He does tricks with tampons. Man, that was legitimate. Like, holy shit. I remember watching that and thinking, why is this guy saying dirty words? I had to hide that from my mom. Like, what are you listening to? Nothing. Jay Sankey talking about like bitches and stuff. Those were great. Let me see some other stuff here. Middle school drama, yeah. Would you tell the story of the name for $1? No, I'm not a slut. If you watch all 9 of Michael Amar's Miracles for LNL, you get to see him and the black audience dude age in real time. What's his name, man? Damn. Ah, man, he's the same guy in all the videos. What's his name? Fuck. That's gonna drive me crazy. David! You motherfucker, you got it right, shit. David, that's such a throwback. I remember him saying motherfucker on one of the tapes. You know what? Oh, no, he said oh shit. Because it was the Tommy Wonder series where he gets, he's doing the bird vanish. I think you could see it on YouTube. He's doing the birdcage vanish, and then Tommy Wonder did it in a way that was like a camera trick. and then you could hear him in the back going, "Oh shit!" I've always found that really funny. But yeah, damn, David, man, that's a throwback. Holy shit! I want to see David sitting in a Magic Castle, just there, being like, "Yeah, that's really funny." That's amazing. Trevor, how long did it take for you to pick, or Trevor Barber, yeah, of course, what's up? How long did it take for you to pick up an audience or following on YouTube? I've been here since 23K. With the fat Jerry curl. I get distracted easily, I'm sorry. It took quite a while, honestly. It's still a work in progress. I feel like most of the subs that I have are from just a couple videos. I mean, that's kind of the nature. But it's been in spurts. The growth, it's been in spurts. So, from 10K to 20K was really fast. But then from 20K to now 30K, it's taken a little bit of time, and it's definitely different there. But I'm definitely fucking grateful to each and every single fucking sub, even if the ones that don't necessarily watch all the videos. So it's just crazy the amount of growth I had. And then I didn't realize the amount of, I don't want to say competition, but the amount of videos that come out about Magic on a daily basis until I was making these stupid little reaction videos. You go to YouTube, you look up Magic, and then you sort it by upload date, and you scroll through and you see all these hundreds and hundreds of Magic videos that are uploaded every day. And the fact that mine stand out, I'm like, that mine have a little bit of an audience. It's fucking phenomenal. So I'm always grateful to that. So even if when I had like 1,000 subs, I was fucking grateful. I was ecstatic. So I gotta say, it definitely comes in spurts, the growth. But again, I'm just ultimately grateful at the fact that me being able to teach something that I have a fucking passionate, like something I have a passion for. Me being able to kind of show my interpretation of Magic. Me be able to kind of show, like, make little stupid jokes. I'm glad that has an audience. I'm really fucking grateful to that. Let me see. Okay, hold up. I missed a lot of comments here. Dude, that first post on Reddit, planting cards or whatever the fuck, knew it was gold. Thank you. Yeah, the first set of videos, it was that was the idea. That was the kind of overall concept to what I wanted to have for the channel. I wanted to have videos like that, and have like kind of an interweaving story between the stupid fucking the swirl and all that shit. But I really enjoy the fact that I get to teach. So I think doing it in that sort of style, I don't know if I could have kept that on that particular style video for a while. But if you noticed, I mean, the first one is definitely, I think the second one I've said is my favorite one. But I'm really having a good time doing these little reaction videos. I'm really having a good time doing those, like really having a fun time doing those. So, they kind of take me back to that. Richard Dominguez, hello, sir. Nice to have you here. I think that's there's a second that I've had you on this live stream, that you've had me live. Let me see. Let me see some other stuff here. Hold on. Let me see some other stuff. See ya. Gotta go. When your next video? Ellen Wickerson. Tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a hot video drop, and I had a fucking great time doing that one. I think you had 500 subs when I joined. Cool Magic Forum. Hey, yeah, OG Pig. I didn't have. I was embarrassed, man. I didn't have that sub counter on. I read so many articles like, hey, should I have my sub counter on? Does that take people away from your channel? I didn't have my sub counter on when I was under, I think, 2,000 subs. I didn't have it on because I was embarrassed. And, I keep finding that I need to, the way I view YouTube videos is the same way that most people watch YouTube videos. So, if I see, for example, a channel that doesn't have a lot of subs, I'm gonna be less inclined to watch it. Unfortunately, like it's just a little tidbit. So that was one of my fears when I was first kind of getting the channel up and running, was that I'm like, oh, they're gonna see that I have no subs, so I'm just gonna hide it. It's just fucking funny. But yeah, I did make those ads, which I thought was fucking hysterical. To have a stupid, like you're trying to look up a card review, and instead you get me saying, "Hey, do you have a big penis? Do you like card tricks? Well, you should check out my channel." That was a fun time. I regret the ads, even though I found humor in them, because I found that it's not it's not the right way. It's not the right way to do it, honestly. Simification, I found you from Xavier's channel. Hey, dropping those hot ones. PC, if you pick up your blue deck and count down to number 18, you will find the 9 of spades. Let me tell you right now, if I count down to the number 18 and I find a 9 of spades, I'm gonna lose my shit. Let's see, I doubt it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I? Okay, let me make sure I got it right. Hold up. I might have skipped one here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. 9 of spades. Ooh. Okay, maybe it was this one? No. Okay. This one? Damn. Okay. If it was, let me tell you, I would have lost my shit. I would have lost my actual shit. Let me see. Has Jim Carrey lost his mind? I haven't really kept up with Jim Carrey in a while, honestly. I haven't kept up with him in a lot. But I was a huge fan of Jim Carrey. Watching Liar Liar growing up, that was a fucking amazing movie. Again, I was a huge, or I still am a huge Leslie Nielsen fan. Another unfortunate great that passed away. But yeah, but I'm a fan of that stupid style of humor, so I guess that kind of had an influence. Crow Guy, Pig Cake, come on, stream in 11 days. B-Day, B-Day, Crow Guy, B-Day stream, maybe. Depends on when, 11 days. Yeah, it would have been crazy, Richard. That was so nuts. 11 days. Let's see, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe. Yeah, it's a Friday, so possibly. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Airplane. Picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. That's a fucking... Shirley, you can't be serious. Yes, I am. Don't call me Shirley. Come on. That's amazing. That guy is fucking... And then Spy Hard was actually one of the worst ones. But actually, the Naked Gun series were amazing. It's a Saturday for me. Come on and stream and talk to you. I'll probably do it. Yeah, why not? I'll probably do it. Crow Guy. Mark Dex, they're so nice. Yeah, these are really nice. TBH, these are really nice. I'm kind of, if there's one gimmick kind of that I love are marked cards. I really love a good deck of marked cards. I do hate the ones that you have to fucking decipher with Rosetta Stone. Like, I really hate the ones that you have to find the Code of Hammurabi, and you got to be like, okay, now this one is I hate that. But this one is a good one because it's literally hidden in plain sight. It's, on the spokes, and that's really amazing. And I like that a lot. I'm obviously more inclined for the what do you call this? The kind of the Boris Wild kind of system where you have the card just there, so there's literally no question. You just look at the card and you know the card. I love the DMC cards. This is kind of the limit. This is kind of the fringe of what I would tolerate in terms of a marked deck, because this one, it is sort of one that you do have to decipher just looking at the back, but it's fucking quick. It's really quick. To kind of get it. So these are the Pandora cards, the Inspire cards, but they're really good. I particularly enjoy these cards. Can I do this? Oh yeah, hold up, I can do this. Oh yeah, son of a, it's the AC. Okay, it's not the AC. That was just me being a piece of shit. Favorite stand-up comedian, definitely between Norm Macdonald, between Norm, Louis C.K. I love Jerry Seinfeld. Bill fucking Cosby. I'm sorry. I love Bill. He was a great stand-up comedian. I like Bill Burr. Those are the ones that I kind of enjoy. You do have some recent ones, but those are definitely... Norm Macdonald has to be my favorite. Like, just his style of humor is amazing. Brian Regan has amazing bits. Robin Williams, not necessarily for his stand-up, but I just like his comedic timing. I really like that. Jabrizi, yeah, Jiz Breezy is definitely my favorite stand-up comedian. Son of a bitch. Dave Chappelle again, yeah, he's great. But Norm Macdonald is definitely where it's at because I love the fact that his humor, his humor doesn't give a fuck if you find it funny or not. He doesn't find it like he doesn't care. Like he'll just say his joke, and he'll hold it until he gets a laugh just out of awkwardness, and I love that. Kevin Hart, yeah, when he's not fucking around his wife, I like Kevin Hart. Bo Burnham is good, yeah. Like I said, Richard Dominguez said Bill Crosby. I think you're mixing up with Bing Crosby a little bit. You're kind of combining, but yeah, Bill Cosby. I like how Bill Cosby also does sit-down comedy, or he used to do sit-down comedy. I don't think he gets many gigs anymore, but he used to sit down and just do amazing fucking comedy. I'm like, God damn, this guy's fucking funny. Louis C.K. Yeah, is really funny now. The new ones, Mitch Hedberg, yeah, unfortunately. But the thing is that once you look at Mitch Hedberg, like you listen to his jokes and stuff, once you look at him, and then you realize, oh, he's heroined out of his mind, you really can't take it as seriously. You really, you can't, which is unfortunate. Autocorrect. That's funny that it would autocorrect you to Crosby. But Mitch Hedberg, once you realize he's out of his mind, ballooned, you can't see him the same. Let me see. How do you like Piff? I like Piff. I think that he had a really good. You know what I found hysterical? That copycat of Piff was really fucking funny. When they had there's like a Russian video of a guy that's straight up copying Piff, and then one of the judges on one of these shows, it's like one of these ripoffs of America's Got Talent, and he's doing Piff, and then one of the judges was like, there's an American that does this exact act, and then the only difference is that he has, and I think it was a different animal as a pet, and the guy got busted. It's a very cringy video. I was Piff for Halloween. That's funny. The Piff copycat is on YouTube. Yeah, you could. I think you could just literally YouTube Piff copycat and you'd find it. But Tom Segura is another one that's fucking Tom Segura. God, how could I forget him? Tom Segura, because he had that one where he does that Steven Seagal joke. I've heard that Steven Seagal joke probably like 12 times. That video on YouTube. Do I know 52 cards? No, I don't. I know of him, obviously, but I don't know him. Let me see. Hold up. I keep skipping some shit here. Let me see. Assad, yeah. No, but I don't know Assad. Honestly, the only Assad I like is DJ Khaled's son. DJ Khaled's son, Assad. Assad! I honestly hate looking at his fucking Snapchats because his kid has shoes that are worth more than my entire existence. So it's definitely, I hate that. I hate it and I love it because it's so cute. He's tiny, so he has little feet, and the feet have the shoes that are worth more than my life. Somebody says, what is your favorite type of cheese? Oh, the Steve-O. Steve-O, nice to see you. My favorite type of cheese has to be between mozzarella. Just a good fresh mozzarella is always hot, followed by provolone as a close second. There's one that tastes like dick cheese. Thank you, Elusive. There's one blue cheese I think is the worst one. Blue cheese is definitely the worst one. Team mozzarella. Hashtag mozzarella. Hashtag hit the like button for mozzarella. I'm gonna hit the like button for fucking mozzarella. I'm gonna hit it myself. There you go. Oh boy. Let me see. You are sucking down something. Yeah, a Coke Zero. That's what I'm sucking. A Coke Zero. Zero sugar, to be frank, because they've changed the recipe. And let me tell you, good choice, Coke. Good choice. If you want to hear Nathan, because you said Mark Maron, if you want to hear a very awkward interview, look up Mark Maron and Louis Theroux. I promise you'll cringe. It's and Louis Theroux is one of my favorite people. But if you look up that, you'll be like, what the fuck happened between these two guys on it? But yeah, that's just a weird. He had him on his podcast, and it was the weirdest thing. Mark Maron has the WTF podcast. Louis Theroux is becoming quickly one of my favorite fucking people on the entire planet. I've seen every one of his documentaries. probably twice each. Amazing. I love the way he's able to approach people and just he pretty much, people have told him to his face, like, I don't want to talk to you, and he's able to still get information from them still by just communicating and being casual. But his interviews are the greatest. He has a bunch of really a lot of what do you call this? A lot of like hard themes too that he's talking about. He's talking about like anorexia. He goes through murder in Milwaukee. It's amazing. So if you haven't looked him up, he's amazing. Piggy, what's your favorite band? Survivor. Unfortunately, I've said that I think on this stream. Survivor. A mix between Survivor and Journey. I'm outing myself here. That's not good. If I'm outing myself saying that, because if you've never heard them, you're gonna look up Journey and Survivor, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, this is gay as shit." So there you go. Hair bands were great. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a huge fan of hair bands. Your favorite serial killer? Serial killers were always interesting to study, especially for like the psych purpose. But favorite serial killer? Ed Gein is very interesting to look at because he's one of those guys. If you guys don't know Ed Gein, he's I think the original Leatherface. He's always interesting. There's a great channel on YouTube, Rob Dyke. Not only does he have a amazing name, but he also he has a channel where he talks about serial killers. It's amazing. But for psych, one of the things that you had to study was people like that was serial killers and their motivations and all that. And I always found that really, really interesting to see, their motivation, what drives them. Because, you assume he has thousands of videos. Yeah, he has thousands of videos with millions of views each. But he is, I was actually, just to kind of drop a little bit of facts about me. I wanted to work at like a psych ward. Like that was one of my things. I really wanted to kind of, explore the fringe of psychotic behavior. Holy shit. So I really wanted to kind of like get into that. But fortunately, I didn't do that. My mom worked in a hospital for a long time, and I would ask her to see if she could hook me up to try to work at the psych ward there to get experience. Thankfully, I never did that. Because fuck, you see all these videos, and personal things that you deal with people that have severe mental issues. And it's crazy because you live your life, well-functioning person, assuming that you have, proper cognitive function, and then you see these people that they have these things that are wrong with them, and it's crazy. So that's what I wanted to do for a really, really long time. Let me see. If you didn't do magic, what would you be doing right now? Teaching. I mean, fuck. Probably. Well, no, I was teaching, but if I wasn't doing magic, let's see. I don't know. I had a lot of phases growing up. I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a pianist. So I had like a couple different phases. And then magic was the one that kind of stuck around the most, and I'm glad it did. Because, through magic, it kind of opens up so many doors in terms of what you could explore. Like magic opened up, psychology. Magic opens up art. You see things differently once you start studying magic. So the fact is that I'm glad that that's the one that kind of stuck with. How come you're a pussy on stream and in your videos you make all these jokes? I'm gonna check your channel, you cunt. Harry Vecchio, you fucking dumbass, trying to call me out on the stream, calling me a pussy. I could say I am what I eat, but unfortunately, what your mom has is not what anybody would consider a pussy. All right? They wouldn't. Yeah, it's pretty much a hole at this point, dog. It's a gaping hole. So I wouldn't consider it pussy. A dog. I'm sorry. I got the. Yeah, you don't have shit. You're right. Well, you know what? Hold up. I thought it was your breezy. Yeah, you don't have shit here, man. Smart. You have binging with Babish. I always see those videos recommended. I never watch them. Shit. Yeah, you're right. I don't have these. You cunt. That's the video. That's a pig cake that I love. Yeah, you're for calling me a pussy. Everyone's tougher when they don't think you can catch him in the street. Yeah. Xavier's throwing hands, wanting to throw hands. That's fucking funny. Well, honestly, I think that on the streams, it's. I'm trying to answer your questions, so, I don't have time to think of cunt jokes, unless you specifically call me a pussy. Of which case, I'm going to say something. You hate keyboard jockeys. Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, I'm someone that doesn't show my face and/or, I'm kind of hiding behind a camera, TBH, right? So, it's kind of shitty for me also to be like, ha, you're a cunt, because you can't technically have a rebuttal, right? But I'm not, so bring it. That's funny. Yeah, that is true. You're up front. I'm like hiding behind my anonymity. I could be anywhere. I could be fucking anywhere. That's the best part. I'll show up like in somebody's video and you don't know it's fucking me. Haha. That's the part that I like. All I gotta do is hide the rings. Hide them and then get a tan. Because, oh shit, I feel naked without that. Holy shit. But if I get a tan right here, you can't see my shit. You saw my face in the video. Yeah, but you probably saw like a little snippet of my face. TBH. I'll be in North Carolina Wednesday. Oh, for the, I have there was someone that I know. And so if anyone wants to talk crap on camera, I'll put it on my blog. I like that. You challenging motherfuckers. You know what I really want to see? I want to see it because you said in one of your live streams, Xavier, about you and you having a conversation with Evan Era. That'd be so interesting to watch. That'd be very interesting to watch. I would love to watch that. Honestly for just his side, because you just see his videos, but you don't hear his side. You don't kind of hear him kind of defending himself to the Magic community. So I've offered to pay people to come to my. See, but you're a crazy motherfucker. I'm not. Especially I'm a short. I can't take my. How tall are you? How tall? You said you were like 6 something, right? I can't do that. Okay, 6 feet. You got significant height on me. Let's just say that. So what's funny? Somebody in one of my videos, Miss Mac, telling me show my face. Miss Mac, good to see you. I'm glad you're still around. It's fun. It's fun when you got Miss Mac asking you to do a face reveal. That's when you know. You made my day. I'm a short guy. I'm a short guy, man. So let me just start by that. Yeah, when Miss Mag asked for a face reveal, the inspiration for why I don't show my face, Miss Mag, I hope you know that, Mr. Magic, you're the inspiration as to why I don't show my face. So, yeah, people that want to see my face have you to thank for me hiding it. Hold up. Somebody said, I'll play you, Jason. I'm 6'2". See, that's my problem. I was gonna say somebody commented on one of the videos that they saw my pant size, and my pant size is 30-30. And they're like, "Look at you, short ass motherfucker." I'm short. I'm a short guy, man. That might be how you might recognize me. To be honest, you're tiny. You cunt. It has been prophesized. The way you spell prophesized, by the way, HDog191 is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You got a lot of fans here, Mr. Magic, Miss Mag, if that's your real name. You got a lot of fans here. Somebody called me out on my, unless that was a joke, HDog. Somebody called me out on my pant size, and I found that really funny. And they're like, "Man, you short ass motherfucker for having 30-30. So I was going to say, the way you might recognize me in a convention is I'll probably be the shortest guy there. I'll probably be the shortest guy there, no doubt. I had there were sixth graders that were taller than me, and let me tell you, that's the worst thing of all. When you have people that are literally a fraction of your age, not just half of your age, a fraction of your age, that are looking down on you, and you're like, hey, do me a favor, sit down. It's a bad that I don't know who Miss Maggie is. Well, you started on YouTube, not so long ago, right? So yeah, you started on YouTube not so long ago, so it's perfectly understandable. There's a lot of people that I didn't know, because I was just ignorant in my little bubble. But Miss Mag is like the OG magic tutorial, who I miss very much. I love you, Jay. You probably point me out, me being a short motherfucker. Am I Mexican? I'm not Mexican. Funny enough, if I go to north, like if I go up north, I'm immediately Mexican. But down here, everyone's Cuban. So that's the way it works. There's like a certain threshold. Once you cross South Florida, like you pass that Fort Lauderdale mark, everyone is Mexican. But once you come down here, everyone's Cuban. So yeah. So I found that really, really funny. Damn, I love getting notifications everywhere. That's what I love. So I'm Cuban? I'm not Cuban. But I'm saying, bye, Donald. Donald Trump coming in, saying hi, and then saying bye. That's funny that the Donald Trump username comes in, asks if I'm Mexican, and then leaves. Like, what if I would have said yes? What would happen? I'd have ice on my fucking door knocking. Get out, we know you're in there. Deported. Yeah, they would have got me. That's kind of weirded out. Let's see. So Cuban. I'm not Cuban, man. Come on. I'm not Cuban. I'd be paying for a wallet. That's funny. Let me see. Somebody said here, OG tutorials. Yes, OG Miss Mag. You just made it. Poor man. Yeah, that's funny. Hold on, there's something here that fucking... Ask me. Okay, oh yeah, the Mexican one. Okay, that's why. Oh, the cutout. That's what it was. The cutoff for South Florida, at least to me, is past Fort Lauderdale. So, you have Miami, and then you have, whatever area there. You have Fort Lauderdale. Once you go north of Fort Lauderdale, it's no longer South Florida. It becomes pretty much Georgia. It's like South Georgia. It's not fucking Florida anymore, which is the greatest thing. Somebody messaging on purpose to try to get some hot notifications. Big Cake, don't mute me. Right, Jesus Furman 120 on Discord, the greatest username here of all time. You're combining everyone. Right, Jesus Furman 120, amazing username. But that's the cutout. It's just different. Everyone's different, and because people become more polite north of Fort Lauderdale. Xavier, when I first went to New York, the perception down here is that people from New York are rude, right? And then they're you gotta always be walking and shit. No, people from here are the rudest motherfuckers. People from New York are polite. People from fucking here are the most impolite, inconsiderate, impatient motherfuckers. So I always had that stereotype, and I'm like, oh shit, damn, they got a bad rap. So, down here, fuck. It's like, there's no, and again, I keep sucking my own dick here, but I'm pedestrian of the year, all right? If I'm crossing the street, I'm waiting for the light. I'm fucking running across. Even if it's my right of way, I'm running across. I'm opening doors for people. I'm like, I'm polite to the point where people hate me for being that polite. But that's not how people are. People tend to be very rude, especially the drivers here. So it's kind of weird that the stereotype that I had of us down here being the polite people and then people in New York and other places being, rude. Definitely wrong. It turns out that we are the cunts. We're the cunts here. I 1v1 anyone. I won't always win, but I'll go for it. I like that. I used to live in West Palm, said Alexander J. My first exposure is to West Palm. My first exposure to West Palm was a video that was shown to me called West Palm Beach's Realest Niggas. That video was possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, because it's just a bunch of guys shooting guns in the air. And I didn't realize, and I didn't know this, but West Palm is a very rich area. Like, it's a very rich neighborhood, unless you cross the train tracks. There's a train track there that if you cross, you are fucked. And correct me if I'm wrong, Alexander. But that's a doozy. That's my first exposure to West Palm Beach. That video, West Palm Beach's Realest Niggas. What a great title. Love that video. Locust Magic. I believe you are, Ryuk. Rye Jesus. Rye Jesus 120. No, Rye Jesus Furman 120. From the hot Discord chat. Do you want to hear a joke? Ham. You can't just make fucking ham jokes. You can't just make ham jokes to pig cake. What is that? I'm gonna check your channel. Lee Kai Jing. I'm gonna check your channel. This is amazing. Holy shit. You have one video and it's the greatest video I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Oh man. That's an amazing video. It's just literally, I ate your sandwich. I ate your sandwich. And it's what? Is that Fist of the North Star? Is that what that is? Is that fucking Fist of the North Star that you just have there in your channel? Lee Kai Jing? Oh man, that's dope. That is the epitome of what I want to do. If somebody, calls me a cunt and I check their channel, I want to find like some like, I didn't even know I have a video. Yeah, you have a 3-second video and it's the most glorious video I've ever seen in my entire life. Wait, let me see. Pig Cake, how long have you done magic? I think, what is it? It's 16 years. 16 years, 2017, yeah, about 16 years. I've been doing magic. Long ass motherfucking time, so. It's not, the great thing about magic too is that I've never gotten bored of it. So, usually you have all these things that you might, like, people have passing interest in certain things. But magic is something that I've never, ever gotten bored with. And I don't think I'll ever get bored giving away your age. Now I feel old, you fuck. Yeah, so now I'm at least more than 16 years old. So there's a hint. Although I've said my age before. It's not anything too 34. I'm not fucking 34. So there you go. Now I'm under 34, but I'm over 16. Cunt. Dark Road Run says, what did you think of Now You See Me? I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Just because, I don't know, it just seems like a very convoluted story. It didn't really make any sense. Not at all. Fuck. There was one trick in the entire movie, and it was awful. It was a standard trick. But yeah, I did not fucking like that movie at all. And then that twist that made no fucking sense. Like, none whatsoever. So, it was awful. I mean, I prefer, obviously, The Illusionist, The Prestige. Those movies are great. Even though they made up their own jargon for magic tricks. Like, each trick has a great story. Like, that's whatever. But just the fucking shit weaving in and out. That was an amazing movie. Amazing set of movies. But I didn't like that. I felt like it just used magic to kind of, it used magic just as the namesake. Like, it just, hey, it's a movie about magicians, but it literally has nothing to do with fucking magic. You know, I didn't enjoy it at all. And I remember seeing it in the theater. That was a waste. The worst part of Now You See Me was the promotion for it when the guy tied to the snap change and oh yeah, yeah, because he does a snap change. He does this. He goes, hey, like that to fucking this guy on the talk show from the worst angle, not even caring how to hide it. That's probably the only move he learned was the fucking was that I found that crazy. I was like, come on, man, Letterman, right? Yeah, I'm like, you know, it's not like it's a move that I'm sure it's a fairly popular move, even for people that don't necessarily do tricks. But just still, the fact that you want to let him in, well, here's a trick. Like, come on, man. You could show him a better trick than a fucking snap change, like that. And fuck. In your 5-2 trailer, how did you manage to wear long sleeves and not die? Why do you even own long sleeve shit? Yeah, you're 100% right. I actually was dying. I was fucking dying. It was very hot. Florida can get cold sometimes. It's gotten a little bit cooler now recently. But let me tell you, yeah, I was actually dying because just, damn, man. You know, anything that's, to us, like 75 is like freezing. 75 degrees here is like fucking cold as shit. So you can imagine how hot it has to be for 75 degrees to be like, oh. Have you seen the movie Burt Wonderstone? If so, what did you think about it? Running Fox 200. You know, I like Steve Carell. I really like Steve Carell. But that movie, it fucking 10 degrees in Alaska. Are you in Alaska? I saw a magic show in the beach. Good night, Richard. I saw a magic show in the beach, and actually my first magic show that I've ever went to. The first one was this one at the beach. The second one, thankfully, was Monday Night Magic. So you know that kind of made up for it. The fucking Francis Minotti was there. Who else was there? Terrible. Monday Night Magic. But I remember seeing the second show that I ever went to was it had Francis Minotti. It had at least Francis was good, and then I forgot who the other guy was. He does the linking rings. He linked my ring, so he took this ring and then linked it with the other one. I don't know if it's gonna drive me crazy. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, Xavier, but he's like a regular there. Everyone does linking rings. I know, fuck. But, shit. A 3-sided triangle. Fuck. Or no, 4-sided triangle. That's one of the tricks that he did. 4-sided triangle. Let's see. It's going to drive me fucking crazy. Who is it? Now I have to Google this. Damn it. This is going to drive me crazy. Whatever. Fuck. But I particularly enjoyed it. That one. There was two people. There was four tricks in that particular instance that I went. One was Francis Minotti, which is fucking killer. He took a picture with my significant other, and then the other one, he did the linking rings. He also did a 4-sided triangle. That was a great one. But yeah, that was the second magic show I ever went to. Do you have a particular experience as to why you're saying it's shit? While I wait for that, the first ever magic show that I went to, so many, so many. Yeah, a couple of the magicians, the close-up guys, were very cringy there. I could tell you a ton of stories. I would love to fucking hear them. Because a couple of the magicians there were very cringy, from what I remember. There was one guy that did the Oreo shit. He did the Oreo unironically. Like, he did the Oreo shit, and then the Oreo got bigger. And like, how can you do that to a group of people and not shit your pants? Hey, God, what up? Thank you, FPL. Oh boy. But some guy did an Oreo that was like just the weirdest trick to do for people. But anyways, Francis Minotti made up for it, and so did this other guy who I totally forgot his name, even though he's like apparently a superstar. But the first ever magic show that I went to, Peter Samuelson, son of a bitch. How could I fucking forget Peter Samuelson? I'm a goddamn retard. Yeah, you're 100% right. It was Peter. 100% right. Yeah, how could I have forgotten that? But I remember specifically he linked this ring. He linked this one right here. And I was like, oh man, that's hot. I should have been a dick and handed him this one. So he had a harder time linking it because of the himbering. But yeah, it's shit. I don't understand why this is turning off and on. But the first ever fucking yeah. Is this doing it? Are we doing this? Why? Oh, that's funny. See, it was doing the front camera, and then I have a piece of tape on the front camera, so you can't see my face. It's ingenuity. That's why you're seeing blue. See, I was like, why am I? Is this like the new YouTube page that you're not supposed to see? No, it's the. I see, I'm smarter than the average bear. That would have been a face reveal. That would have been an amazing face reveal. But because I'm a paranoid motherfucker, I already know that that's a possibility. So what I was saying is that my first magic show was in the beach, and it was these two guys that never worked together. Ariel and Merlin were their names. I think you could Google it on. You could still see the Facebook page. It was the worst fucking thing. They copied. They were copying like Amazing Jonathan jokes. They were doing David Copperfield bits. Oh boy. Yo, do your laundry, dog. Most important thing about trips. You want to go and you have dirty ass underwear. But that was the first magic show I ever went to. And I remember seeing them mess up a trick and calling it before it happened. I'm like, oh yeah, mira, this trick right here is gonna fuck up. And it messed up. And they could have solved it if they just worked better together. I'm like, god damn. But that was my first magic show, and it was definitely not good. Locust Magic saying I'm going to Penn and Teller this Friday. Man, that was a fucking great show. I think that was the fourth one I went to. Amazing. And the best thing is that they change it up, so they're not always doing the same tricks. They're doing different things. So it's kind of like the best of. Stream started from the beginning. That's weird. But it's kind of like the best of Penn and Teller, which is what I really enjoyed from watching the show. Because I've grown up watching, I grew up watching, for example, Teller do that bit, the bit with the bear traps. I grew up watching that, and to watch him do it, it's fuck, man. It was the greatest thing ever. He did the balloon. He just did all the fucking great tricks, and I was like awestruck the entire time. The barrel, their opener is the fucking greatest opener. But see, that's the part that I hate about being a magician and watching that, because I'm looking for, I'm watching for methods, and I'm not watching for the magic. I'm watching for methods, which is unfortunate, because, when they did that opener, I saw it. I'm like, okay, these two people are definitely going to be the Stooges, and they were. And I'm like, oh, fuck, called it. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you're a fucking magician. Don't try this at home. Amazing. That's another fucking great one. But yeah, Harry, it sucks that you're seeing it from a magician's perspective and not from a layperson or from somebody that's as you don't get that wonder. It kind of sucks, but that kind of goes with practice. Slenderman, my favorite video of yours is the muscle pass vid. I'm glad you enjoyed that, dog. You should look up. What is my favorite video? The dumpster video. You should check that one out. That's definitely fucking amazing. Not to a lot of people, but to me. Jay Sankin has secretly fooled Penn and Teller. That was a fun video. Let me see some other hot stuff here that I missed out because my fucking connection. Yeah. Let's see. Pig Cake, why you always film at this angle? The angle you film at your tutorials give me vertigo. That's weird. But I guess, and the reason that is the case is because this is, this little thing from that angle. If this is sideways, it makes it look like the whole shot is sideways. So yeah, that's probably why you get a little bit of that vertigo. But I mean, I like the angle. Usually you see the from like this sort of thing, but I like it from the opposite. So it's kind of hot. Let me see. They said Jesus was rising the third day. Give it time. Oh, that's funny. That's funny comparing me to the Jesus. Piggy, can you show us a mirror? No, you. Aha! I caught you. I caught you. Show me a mirror. I'm not stupid. Hit me up if you're in Minnesota. Said Locust Magic. I don't know if you're referring to me. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. If you're in Minnesota. I had an uncle that lived in Minnesota. Minnesota was also the former governing of fucking Jesse the Body fucking Ventura. Let's see. 5 - 2. What is your favorite trick? Man on the 9th floor. For sure. Man on the 9th floor. I could do that dead. I could do that trick. If I'm dead and you hand me a deck of cards, I could do Back in Time and Man on the 9th floor. Just because I really love that. I really like that video. Not that video, that trick, sorry. Because it's... I mean, I've always wanted to do kind of a singular routine of the cavorting aces. I've always loved cavorting aces. And that sort of... I didn't want to have to do it with the aces. So that was kind of my answer to that. And it's a very pass-heavy routine. But I really like that end. Was kind of, I almost started at the end. That ending phase was kind of what I started with, and then from there I kind of had to work with, what worked. And then that version that you saw is kind of the realization or the Man on the 9th floor. Okay, so that version that you saw is it after being reworked a lot, because those were an original ending that wasn't that good, in comparison to this one, and then. I kind of worked with the beginning a little bit, but then ultimately that one is kind of what I'm happy with. Can I do it? Yeah. If I do it now, you're going to see everything about it. I mean, it's not a hard trick to figure out. It's really not. But I think the structuring, not to suck my own dick, but I really enjoyed that structuring. Do you ever use gimmicks or you use skill? I like skill. I typically don't have gimmicks. The only gimmicks that I might have is like a marked deck like this. Like this one is a gimmick. What I would consider a gimmick. I just think that gimmicks are like a hassle. You're gonna have to carry them around. You're gonna have to find a way to transport it. You're gonna have to find a way to do that. So I'm not a huge fan of gimmicks per se, in the sense like flaps and shit. I'm not a fan of that. Let me see. So you asked Man on the 9th floor, which I'm definitely not going to do right now. You could look up the video on the channel. It's there. It's stuck at 360p. I don't know why the fuck it's not at 360. It's stuck at 360p, that video. That's annoying as shit. And usually you wait. Yeah, I've been sucking my dick this entire stream. But usually, you wait a little bit and then the video kind of set, the things kind of set. But it got stuck at 360p, which is kind of shit. Hold up. Don't you have a video on an all backs routine? Yeah, I do. I think it's Gone Wrong or something, like Magic Trick Gone Wrong. It might be that one. But I do have that. But that's a combination of a couple different ideas. There's a little bit by there's a display by John Gusafaro in there, which I think I mentioned in the video. Then there's another bit I forgot. There's a move, I think, by Daniel Garcia in that. That's like a paddle move. It's some weird paddle move that was kind of a shit move, but I enjoyed doing it. It was from, I think, one of his old projects. Fuck. But I think it's called Trick Gone Wrong or something. So just look up Magic Trick Gone Wrong, Pig Cake, Evan Hamilton. And that's an all-back routine. Silly faggot. Digs are for chicks. Yeah, I mean, depends on where you're from, I guess. You found it? Good. Yeah, but you kind of see the combination of that. What's the most expensive deck of cards that you've ever bought? Not really that expensive. It was $30 bucks, and it wasn't that You know, and compare the reason it was $30 is because it was like a tourist thing. I bought it from like a touristy magic store. Amazing deck. It's a fucking amazing deck. You know, it's a bicycle deck, but it's marked like in 1,000 different ways. So it has it's called like the Gambler's Mark deck. They just sell it like as a little shitty tourist deck. I'm sure you could find it on Amazon, but it's like one of those tourist traps, and it has fucking everything that's marked. The card, like the actual markings are there for the actual cards, so you have that marking. Then you have the marking for the number of the card. So for example, it's like a 1, then a 2, then a 3. Then you have the marking of the card that's next, right? It has like I think 4 markings on the back of it. It's really good, and it was $30. So to me, I think that was a bargain. It's like in a room over there in a giant fucking cabinet, and it's gonna take a while to get. But it's called the Gambler's Mark deck. I mean, it's not anything that's specifically manufactured by Magic companies. It's just like literally a tourist trap. But it just has so many features that just make it completely worth it to me. But I still have it. I bought 2 of them. BTW, just to be sure. Let me see. Let's check some other hot comments here. Okay, Locust. Do you hide your face as a form of self-hate, or is it to hide your persona from your actual performance? You're seeing it too deep, I think. You're checking too deep into it. I just, again, Miss Mag, I miss you. I know he's gone, but I still miss you. I wanted to be, I just wanted to be Miss Mag on crack. That was pretty much my idea for the channel. And then the idea of not showing your face. And I think that I'd rather have kind of the kind of the character and, how I am kind of show through the magic and through how I decide to perform it, not just through my face and through my expressions. So I prefer to keep it this way, just for the sake of how I want the channel to be. So whether or not that's kind of a stupid choice, I just think that this is what I want. This is kind of what I want. That might change. I might, like a year from now, I might be like, hey guys, and I just show my fucking face out of nowhere. But for the time being, I definitely just want to keep it the way it is. As far as not showing my face. Michael Omar, between the palms, that trick is melting the brain. Yeah, Simon Lavelle has an amazing fucking variation on that called, I think, Departed Point or another Departed or something like that. Fucking amazing version of it. God damn, that's another guy. Simon Lavelle, he's another guy who I'd do dirty things to him. He has a book. I'm about to hit 30K, you're about to hit 20K. Hey, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit to hit that. Fuck, you distracted me. Simon Lavelle has a trick called Another Departed Point, based on that original plot. And I think it's way better than the original Between the Palms. So you should look for that. He's another one that anything he comes up with is fucking solid gold. But 30K and then 20K, that's fucking dope. That is definitely dope. I mean, again, the fact that I'm even close to 30K is still something that's amazing. I don't think I'm ever going to realize it. Hypothetical Possibilities by Gary Kurtz is the shizzle. I'm not familiar with that particular routine. But Gary Kurtz, I actually missed the Gary Kurtz train. I know that there's a couple things that I've seen from Gary Kurtz, which is fucking dope, but I've only seen it in a very limited capacity. Is he still around in like the actual Flurious? Is he around? Like, there are certain magicians that I remember growing up watching that I don't, I don't hear from them. They pretty much disappeared. People like John Cornelius, right? Yeah, I know Flurious. I know that's the corner team, but like John Cornelius, this other guy was like that for a little bit. He does mentalism. Okay, that's interesting. Who's the other guy? Ray Cosby. He was another guy that he kind of, those 2 tapes, right? John can barely walk now. Wow. I remember I know, but yeah, Ray Cosby was one of the ones that you saw those 2 tapes, and then from then on, I'm like, I wanted more fucking Ray Cosby material, and then that was it. You kind of had to like deal with the Impossible series, but also John Cornelius. I loved it because again, my mom would bust out the wallet every time I'm like, oh, mom, could you give this for me? So he had the old tapes on Creative Magic and then the Physimact, and then I remember the Creative Magic. I remember the quote from that. Every fucking trick that he would show on that was, oh, you need to go to your local plastic supply warehouse. Like every trick that he explained, you had to find like a warehouse where they sold this shit. So he's like, oh, for example, he had like a coin clip that he used a bottle, like the bottle top. Oh yeah, you just find this at your local baby manufacturing plant. I'm like, how the fuck do you? Yeah, right. You remember that? I remember watching that. I'm like, dude, where do you get all your shit? Just tell me the store. Don't tell me it's like a plant somewhere in. But I remember that specifically, and then I really wanted, I like was seeking out more of his stuff, but unfortunately that's it. Global hunt for textiles. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the way he actually phrased it. The actual specific thing. He also has that. He had that in that tape. He had the cigarette vanish, which is the cleanest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. He gets that cigarette, he puts it in his hand like this, and then by the time he opens it, it's gone. Like it's a beautiful retention that he has on that. And the way he does that, oh, the appearance, yeah, fuck. His hands like this, turns around. Oh, man, I'm getting like all fucking nostalgic now here, thinking of that shit. But then, and then it was lit, right? The cigarette came out of his mouth with the little bit because it was a metal, right, on the tubing. But then the tubing, where would he recommend that you get the tubing from? You get the fucking tubing from a construction supply house. What? I'm like fucking 11, dude. Where am I supposed to find this shit? God damn. I remember watching that and, and then I would ask my mom, where can I get where's there a tubing? Go to ICU, yeah, you're right. Where do you get a tubing like this? And then I would show her and she'd be like, nah, Papo, you can't find that. No, you're not going to find that. I'm like, but I want to do cigarette magic. Damn it. That was really funny. I remember when I was, lonely, that's funny. When I was in my mom's house, it was funny because they would never question me in terms of like, they weren't afraid that I was going to smoke cigarettes, even though I had cigarettes in my room for like tricks that I would just practice with. I had like the little cigarettes. They never questioned it because they knew it was for magic and it wouldn't be for actual use, which was really, really funny. But then it was because of that fucking John Cornelius shit that he got me on that. That's where you learn the fan control. Yeah, he had an amazing fucking fan control there. I remember staring at his hand and I'm like, there's no way, and it's in his hand. God damn it. Oh boy, that was a throwback. I taught it. Oh, that was the one on your channel, right? Okay. Damn, man, that's a shame. But he can't walk, or he? Oh fuck. That really, man. Now you got me depressed. Fuck. Here's another one. He had one that was kind of shitty though. I remember in the magic store that we have here, they had the. He's old, man. We're old, man. God, but he had one. That's nuts. In my head, he's still that guy with the mustache. In my head, John Bannon is still the John Bannon from Impossibilia. That's in my head. He's still that John Bannon. He still does. Nice. Yeah, you gotta hold him in, man. Once you have that mustache, those old school guys, they don't shave that for anyone. John Bannon's such a boring guy. I can't hang out with him. Yeah, seems like it. He's like a lawyer, I think, right? He used to be a lawyer. I can't deal with that. But just the tricks are amazing. Like his tricks are just fucking fuck. I'm like a loser, man. I like that shit. I like the fucking, okay, so let's talk about the intricacies of a Pharaoh shuffle. I'm fucking down with that shit. I'll talk about the fucking, you're in Pharaoh. I'll fucking go in there. Which trick makes you, okay, hold up. I just got like 3 questions. I was distracted by thoughts of sleeping with John Bannon and Cornelius at the same time. Okay. So somebody said, what is your favorite video game? Favorite video game? Ocarina of Time, man. I'm a basic bitch. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That's definitely my favorite video game of all time, just for the nostalgia of it. I was actually the loser that in school, in like elementary school, they would say, hey, you could bring a book to read, right? Bring any book you want to read for 15 minutes. I'd bring the strategy guide to Ocarina of Time. And then I'd make it a point to ask the teacher loudly in front of everyone, hey, can I read this? Is this allowed? Is this acceptable reading material? And of course I did that, thinking that it would get people's... I was a sad motherfucker. But yeah, that's my favorite game, I guess, right? That's my favorite game of all time. I'm a huge fan of that. But I'm a basic bitch when it comes to video games. I'm like a Nintendo slut. Let me see. Somebody says, do some crack pipe magic. Believe it or not, Jeff Sheridan has a great crack pipe vanish. Have you met him, Xavier? I mean, he's a New York guy. If you tell like me that is he a piece of shit? Is he also a piece of shit? Because you're like ruining all my fucking childhood magic fucking fantasy guys. He can be. Okay, yeah, he seems like that. He seems like the artsy, like surreal cunt type. That's like, we all have that like artsy friend that's too artsy and you're like, dude, we get it. All right? You eat, we get it. You cold brew motherfucker. I'm kind of jealous though. He's like my magic hero. TBH. That picture of him in Central Park is what got me like really, really into magic. Because he has that picture where he's doing the giant fan in Central Park. And he's there's just a crowd there. And then he also has a picture on top of the stock exchange. I remember I took specifically of that. And one in front of the Walter Scott statue in Central Park. To tell you how sad I am that of Jeff Sheridan that he was at. When I went to New York, I went to all those spots for those pictures. I went to all those spots where you see those old black and white Jeff Sheridan pictures, just to see it. Like that's how like sad it is. My love for him. Right? How gay is that? That I went to all those spots because I'm like, damn. How this is where he was fucking standing with his deck. He was doing this fucking fan. He was like, ja, and then he had like the whole audience. I went there. I was like, oh man, let me check that out. That's how gay I was. He's old too, but Jesus. Let me see. Have you met 50 Cent? That's funny. You haven't met me yet. I mean, you haven't met me. But when I go up there, I should make it like I should do like a little bit of a hit you for a little bit of a gag. Just say, hey man, I'm gonna meet you here at this time, and then just be there and not say anything. Just fucking be there. You'd probably recognize me because I'd be the shortest motherfucker there. You'd be like, let me just find. Okay, is there anyone here under 5'5"? Okay, there he is. Hey Piggy, what's up? Hey Piggy. Like goddamn. I'm literally not hard to find. Well, I am if there's a bunch of tall people, but if there's like a short person, like I'm the only short person there. I'm telling you, I had 6th graders that were taller than me, and it's the hardest thing to get a 6th grader to take you seriously when they're looking down on you. They're like, yeah, all right, man, I'll sit there. So like it's fucking horrendous. Open house was the greatest thing ever, because open house the parents wouldn't know that I'm fucking that I'm the teacher. They wouldn't know that. So I would go to open house. I'd be in a little cute suit, like looking like a fucking, like a piece of shit. And then I'm opening the door and parents are like, yo, is that your fucking teacher, dude? He's like, I'm taller than him. What is he? And then of course I charmed them with my my personality. But yeah, I definitely had 6th graders that were taller than me. That was a dark time in my life. That was definitely a dark time. Next time say, there's nothing that people love more than incest. Okay, I'll try that one, just for you. I'll try that. My favorite deck of cards. I say this often. It's the Madison Rounders for sure. Even though he has a couple that are pretty shit, that are really really shit. I do like the minimalist ones. So the ones that have the least amount of shit as possible. I really really enjoy those. So those, I mean, for sure. Open a deck on stream. I don't think I have any sealed decks. Well, I do. I have these sealed, but that's no. I mean, these are literally it. So there's no reason to open them. Hold up, I got a call. Yeah, I was a teacher. Do my students know about my channel? No. I fucking hid that shit. Like no fucking tomorrow. I taught history and psych. Actually, no, I taught psych. That was the thing that I taught, psychology. Let me see. Yeah, asshole parents. Yeah, all the time, all the time. Asshole parents. I mean, it goes with the thing. It goes with the fucking job. You're gonna have parents that they're trying to live vicariously through their children, so they come in there and every nuisance that you have. But I mean, it was less asshole parents and more asshole bosses. That was kind of the shitty the situation. So I didn't have necessarily more of issues with parents and students than I did with the administration. So I mean, that kind of says everything. So hold up. Somebody said, any tips for a psych student? Well, I mean, psych is the fucking psych was, it's what I got my degree in. It's fucking amazing. I really really enjoyed learning psych. Zimbardo, all the psychologists and shit. Young, fucking Rogers, fuck. I loved all the fucking like learning about that. I think the secret is to learn kind of the psych stuff for the kind of the fun of it. Kind of see the fun in it, and learn it because at least to me it was interesting. So when I was in class, I was learning it for my own personal sake. I wasn't learning it to try to just fucking pass the class. So I was just learning it for the sake of myself and my knowledge because I had a genuine interest in it. So that was kind of the best tip. But if you're not genuinely interested in it, then you're kind of fucked. And to be honest, don't get a fucking degree in psychology. Don't, unless you're gonna get a master's, unless you're gonna get a doctorate, or teach psych. At the high school level, you're not gonna fucking do anything with that. So unless you're committed to get your master's and your doctorate, I would highly suggest against being like an actual psych major and getting your degree in psych. My mom was a teacher, same shit. Yeah. Do you like coin magic? Hold up, I just saw search pig cake on Rule 34. Is that a thing? That's not a thing. There's no way. BRB. Damn, man, you eat late, dog. Do you have a beard? If not, grow one. People might convince you with a sixth grader. I have a beard. That's another thing. I have to. I have to. I'm out of my stature. Has to have a beard. I have to have something. Do you like coin magic? Yes, I love coin magic. I don't perform it, as much as card magic, but I like a good coin trick. David Roth, fucking amazing at everything he does. Who's the other guy? He did obviously Schneider, the guy that made Matrix. Anything that he's done, it looks like fucking gold. My favorite card routine at the moment. So of all time, obviously I keep mentioning is Back in Time by Jay Sankey. But as far as let's see, at the moment. I mean, I again, sucking my own dick. I like Man on the Ninth Floor. If you look that video up, I really, really like that trick. I like the structure. I like the way it's set. It's a shitty trick on camera, to be honest, because it relies more on that interaction. So it relies more on that interaction where, that first bit, again, because it is something that I sell. But that first bit where you do the pass and then you say, okay, I'm gonna make the two cards switch places, but you can't, you can't see it when I'm doing it, and then that's when you do the move. So it relies more on that interaction between you and the spectator than on camera, which is why I didn't play necessarily on camera as well as it does in person. But that's kind of it, just for the structure's sake. I don't know how David vanished the last 3 coins on Penn and Teller. Fuck. I mean, he was doing his classic shit. So that's just a testament to his skill. But it's funny seeing kind of the new wave coin magic, right? So you see kind of the new wave of coin magic. You have David Roth, which is kind of the old school. You have Michael Vincent doing amazing things with cards and coins. And then you see this new wave of coin stuff, which is just literally cardistry of coins. Like, you're doing these one coin routines that's fucking coins coming out of nowhere. And I think they're taking coin magic away from the root. They're turning it into kind of like they're turning them into puzzles, not kind of letting the moments marinate. You see kind of Slidini does that a little bit. He kind of, with his one coin routine, it's kind of a flurry. But, I really like when the magic is given as little moments. Greg Wilson and Jay Sankey, they both have that coins across. That's really, really good. Eric Jones is another one that's amazing when it comes to coin shit. His fucking 3 fly is beautiful. But, each moment, each kind of individual step needs to be its own individual moment. And I think that a lot of different videos, or a lot of, different coin magic now is it's like a tennis match. The guy does this and then it comes out. There's a lot happening that nobody has the time to really sit and be like, shit. Again, not for me to fucking be old school, but if you see Di Vernon do Spellbound, it's every step has a point. Every step has a definite, oh, this is when this happened. This happened right now. Like, oh, people could actually marinate and watch it, as opposed to now where it's like, the coin's literally coming out your fucking asshole and you don't understand how it got there. It's like, okay, all right. It looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but how do you send me fan mail? I have a P.O. box. If you look at the description of any video, you could see my hot P.O. box. And you could throw me some hot stuff there. Somebody sent me a rope, I guess a noose. And if you see the unboxing video, I have a mail unboxing video. Somebody sent me a noose. And then I also got a bunch of band mail, which is kind of hot. Do you know Eduard Todor's channel? Yeah, I like Eduard. Eduard's a funny guy. New Zealand. He could definitely whoop my ass. He's a fan of that jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I like Totor. I'm a fan of Totor. I like the Totor. I like that chant, the name Totor. Let me see. A lot of magic feels like Instagram magic, but yeah, I guess. But that's just the platform. It's just the nature of the platform, I guess. Instagram kind of is catered to that really visual style. You really can't be like, let me show you a 4-ace assembly here on Instagram. Nobody's going to fucking watch that. But they're going to watch a color change comp, right? They're going to watch something where a fucking coin jumps from here to here. But unfortunately, I don't think that's magic that plays in real life. Like, that's not anything that could, if you do one of these Pawn to the Smith routines to someone, I guess, in person, yeah, they're going to, it's obviously going to amaze them. But I think you could squeeze much more fucking entertainment from having a fucking nice set routine. Like, it's fucking, that's just me. I guess I'm more old school. Maybe it's because, I lack that understanding of it, but I could understand I can understand kind of where it's going and why it's going that way, but I just have my preference, I guess that's kind of the best way to put it. Have you talked to Todor? If so, how? Yeah, on Discord. Because I made a video or made a pig alert where I kind of talk shit about reaction channels. And then he kind of misinterpreted that because the title or the thumbnail said, "Is Magic Dead?" And he thought that I was talking about him. I'm talking about Todor. And then, he made a video. Well, I fucking love the video. He made a video talking about me and my channel and shit. And then we kind of talked on Discord because it was definitely a fucking misunderstanding. And it was he's a great guy. He's a fucking amazing guy. So yeah, that's how I've talked to him, Alexander. Let me see. What the fuck is Discord? Discord is like a chat app, pretty much. It's like Slack, I guess, if you don't know anything about if you know anything about that. But it's like a chat app. People. It's like Skype. There you go. It's like Skype, but Pick, I love you, Discord me. That's weird. That's I think we're moving a little bit too quick. Okay, coin cardistry. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the best way to describe it. It's literally cardistry of coins. Coinistry. It's just, I mean, I'm a fan of having each moment kind of have its own meaning. So, in an ambitious card routine, I think the trend for a little while was to have these fucking just wonton fucking ambitious card routines where you have, so many things happening. You don't give each moment its time to be there. It's time to like wait. And there are things that I think people take for granted in terms of what moments are. Like a moment, I would define a moment as any time. If you look at, for example, reset, right? A routine like reset, I would consider a moment to be when one card switch places with the card that's on the table. That to me is one moment, and that should have its time. Again, not too much time, but not too little time. Just slow down. That's what I'm fucking saying. Just slow down a little bit. Have you ever thought about starting a podcast? Yeah, for sure. How many decks do you go through in a week? -1. I use a deck until it's fucking dead. Like right here shows a one-handed cut, so cunty satisfying. But I use a deck until like it's literally dirt. Back A. But yeah, I use a deck until it's dirt. Is this enough for your ASMR card Z? About a one-handed shuffle? Yeah, that's fucking weird, honestly. That's a little bit weird. How about, that one? There's this one. There's like a tutor cut. Hold up, let me see if I can do this one. This is a fucking stupid one. Again, this is like pigeon shit. Hold up. Goddamn, I can't do it. This is pigeon shit compared to the shit I've seen on Instagram. Fuck. Man, that shit's hypnotic. Jesus. I'm fucking surprised every time, man. I'm still in the 90s when it comes to fucking flourishing and shit. Like, oh, one-handed cut, that's gonna kill magic. That's where I'm at. I'm at like the one-handed cut killing magic. So imagine now you have people fucking doing, one-handed triple credenzel fucking gymnastics with cards. It's crazy. But yeah, golf nut. How many decks do you go through a week? Negative. I go through negative cutting decks a week. I use a deck until it's dead. Let's see. Hey Pigcake, what videos are you proudest? By the way, any more ring stuff? If by proudest you mean the ones that I've enjoyed the most making, I enjoyed making the dumpster video. That one was, even though it got massive dislikes, that was the one that I really enjoyed making a lot. Just because, being in a fucking dumpster is just inherently fucking funny to me. The other one was these more recent reaction videos I found really fun to make. The first couple ones, apart from the third video that I made, was fucking, that video was AIDS. But the other ones in that kind of genre. There's one that I never released, by the way. There was a 10th episode, a 10th secret episode that I put the beginning of it at the end of a couple of the tutorial videos. It's called How to Catch a Ghost with Magic. I've never uploaded that, and I don't think I will, because unfortunately that it shows you see my whole body and my face on that. So like I have a jar, right, and I could see myself. I'm like, hey, that's me in the jar, and there's no way to cover that. And it was a funny fucking video. How to Catch a Ghost with Magic. It was really funny, at least to me. I could probably pixelate the jar. I'll see if I can upload that one. But it's definitely that was a fucking funny one. But that's the secret 10th episode. Feel like teaching some one-handed stuff, and can we get the 10th? Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. That it might be. I'll probably figure out a way to do it. But I like the video because it wasn't really about a magic trick. It was just a stupid premise, how to catch a ghost with magic. But it's in that same style as like the first couple videos. Let me see. You might want to check out Justin Miller. I've seen that one. Yeah. I think everyone's seen that video, that Justin Miller rant. Card ZZ, yeah, Roblox, that's me. I only play Roblox. I like Minecraft. What else? Five Nights at Freddy. That's another one. I have a snapback. Five Nights at Freddy snapback. That's not true. I can't even joke about that. Pig Cake, you make me happy with your voice, I swear. I guess that's weird. That's kind of a weird effect. Can you film your videos with a better angle? Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might. But you know what? Just because you told me that, I might just make it worse. I'll just fucking. What would I do? I'll just zoom it in on the entire way. I think I might answer 2 more things and then call it a stream because this is 2 hours and 22. It's already 1. I'm an old man. I need my fucking. I need sleep. If not, I'm gonna die. That might be my thing. So I'm gonna answer a couple more, and then call it. Hello, yeah, dude. Again, I feel older than I am, which is the worst part. And then I realized how old I'm getting because, you know, when I was younger, I used to be able to, the little kip up, you know what that is when you're lying on your back, right? And then you do this thing and you land on your feet. I used to be able to do that like fucking nothing. Now I struggle. And then I used to do like a fucking headstand flip. Now it's like, I can't do that. That sucks. And that wasn't even that long ago. That was like maybe like 2-3 years ago. Now I'm like fucking, I do that and my back hurts the next day. God damn it. That's not a good thing. That's not a good sign. Hints on the next couple videos. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of a preview on the next video. Well, the one for tomorrow is what is that? Is that a Patreon? Oh, you fucking cunt. That's really funny. You got me. I got pranked. But the next one is going to be a little bit of a reaction video. That one's going to go up at about 2 today. So 2 in the afternoon today. That one's going to go up there. It's on, I'll just say it's on Magic Pranks. It's on Magic Pranks. That one's going up. That's fucking, is it on Magic Pranks? Yes it is. Okay. Because there was a couple that I have done. But that's the one that's going up today. It's a fucking funny ass one. The tutorial, the next tutorial that's coming up. Let me see if I could give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Oh shit. It is. Oh yeah, that one's gonna get a lot of dislikes. Yeah, okay. You'll see. It's an indicator card trick. That's what it's called. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that video is probably gonna get a bunch of dislikes. Yeah, I mean, you'll see. We'll get to that boat when we get to it. But I'm sure it's gonna get dislikes. Because I'm sure people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is not funny." So that's probably coming out on Wednesday. I've enjoyed your video reviewing videos. Yeah, I'm enjoying that too. It's kind of funny to see it, but at the same time, it kind of makes me watch videos that I don't want to fucking watch. Like I'm looking at the annals of YouTube at videos that I'm cringing my life away. Like if you watch Magic Pranks for as long as I did, you'd want to like just go off and jump a building because imagine you're combining pranks and magic, right? And you're combining those two things that are otherwise, you know, pretty cringy depending on who's performing and what they're doing. And you're making it into one. So you're having like there was one that I saw that this guy's doing he's making he's doing that bread trick, you know, the one that was like catching all the YouTube views like 2 years ago, where he gets the bread and then he makes the bread appear from his hand. He's doing that trick to like homeless people, right? So he's making that bread appear and then giving apparently that bread to homeless people. I'm like, you can't do that. Like what is that? Like what do you mean? And then they have like One Direction playing in the background. I'm losing my shit watching these fucking videos. GIF, is that what it is? Is that with yeah, doing that fucking trick. I should with the Howcast. There was a couple Howcasts that I've seen. I'm here for the long haul. You, Xavier Spade, and CR, Chris Ramsey, make my life quite enjoyable indeed. Keep up the surly good work, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Again, I'm a cunt. I freely admit I'm a cunt. But then anytime I realize that, people generally enjoy my shit, people generally have a laugh, it makes me feel good that I'm at least impacting people's lives positively, even though I'm making crude jokes and saying stupid stuff. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad. That you're a fan of us, I guess. Howcast. You guys dropped me to Howcast now. I need to write that down, cause that's a fucking good one. Howcast. Holy shit. Man, that's a throwback. How to kiss every time. That's funny. Let me write that down. Howcast. That's good. Look at you guys giving me material. But man, I was just watching Magic Pranks today. That was a lot. What was the other one? Hold up. There's one. Oh no. See, Magic Pranks. That's not the one going up tomorrow. That's not the one going up tomorrow. I lied. That's the one. That's the next one. I shouldn't have said that. Fuck. But Magic Pranks is the one that's going up later. The one that's going up tomorrow, that one's even worse than Magic Pranks. The one that's going up, or today actually, is even worse than fucking Magic Pranks. I have no idea how this is an actual genre of magic. I don't understand. This is so specific that you wouldn't think there would be even more than 10 videos on it. But there's like 1,000 videos on this specific topic that I'm going to cover. Oh man. Oh boy. It's a doozy. How long is this video? I don't even know. But yeah, oh boy, you'll see it. It's a fun video. But that was one that was hard to watch. Daniel Fernandez. That's a hint. That's definitely a hint as to the style of this fucking video and what it's about. But Daniel Fernandez, that's a name that I saw a lot when people were like, "Oh, Daniel Fernandez," and then I saw the videos and I'm like, "This is a lot for me to handle. This is too much for me to handle." Hold up, what's this? Quick trick. I'm not gonna do a trick here. I think I'm good. I think y'all have plenty of tutorials on the channel. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I think I'm gonna end it right here. That's definitely a good time. 2:30. Again, I appreciate all y'all. Thank you guys for sticking around, watching me talk a lot of shit for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I appreciate that. The fact that people are listening to my shit is dope. Remember, patreon.com/pigcake. Support this fucking cunt. It's a great thing. I'm glad you guys are doing that. I have some hot tricks there, exclusive shit. Pigcake.me, you could check that out. Have some hot tricks there too. Man, hot tricks everywhere. What else? What else am I shilling? Xavier Spade, thank you for moderating. Dog, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, definitely check it out. His past project is it's gotten me harder than any video I've seen in the past, year and a half. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Check his channel. He's a fucking amazing magician. Xavier, as a matter of fact, I even dropped you in a video coming up. I'm saying it was an Elmsley count, right? And I say, hey, here's Xavier Spade's channel where he teaches the Elmsley count fantastically. So that's in a video coming up in a little bit. So yeah, that's what else am I shilling? That's all, right? That's that. Subscribe if you haven't. I guess share the videos, right? I think that would help out if you guys share the videos. Twitter is a fun place to do it. Reddit, if you share them on Reddit, that's also hot. But apart from that, I think that's it. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to watch anime and still get pussy.